Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Wednesday! Welcome back to fresh, shiny, brand new week of Hazel Streams. We're here, we got coffee. I've got a puppy, although he's not quite in the room. He's like flopped right outside of the door. He's in prime tripping hazard territory. The fire marshal would be most unhappy. How is everybody doing today? Welcome back! How has this first week in the release... Oh, I've dispersed. It's a defensive position to take. How has the week of Mythic Plus been treating you so far? Big Dave, thanks for the bits. Dornagal, how I miss thee. Dornagal may be leaving, not in our hearts, but in the stream intro at some point soon, hopefully, especially now that I've got the Illyria video up. How was your vault? Oh yeah, how was everybody's vaults? I got an okay vault. I got a good one. I took a Hero Track helmet, and then I catalyzed it, and I also... No, hang on. That's not right. I took a hero slot already tier piece because we only have one catalyst charge. And then I catalyzed the hero legs I had already. So I have 2-piece tier. Both pieces are hero. So I went big and I sprung for the expensive enchants. I was not happy about it, but I figure I'm going to wear these for a good long time. I'm going to get the good stuff on them. So I have expensive enchant on and hero track helm, hero track legs. I dumped some hero crests into them. I also took the opportunity to get Flabby to craft me a weapon, given that I didn't get like any insane weapon or anything. Acuity of the, or pardon me, that's my enchant. The Darkmoon Hunt Sigil is supposedly a good embellish for me to have, so I crafted a staff with that. It's only at 259. I'm saving Myth Crests. I have 24 of them. I need 80 apparently. That's what I'm told, to upgrade that to a higher item level. I almost used my hero crest, and then Flabby told me, wait, no, stop. Don't. You just make it at 259 and save up the myth ones, because you can use your hero crest to upgrade your hero gear, and it does make sense. Mine is good. Got champion tier set. Great for lazy old me. Nice. Do you still have the stone pot from the side of the road? I used it a couple of times, and then I returned it to the side of the road from whence it came to continue its journey. Someone else picked it up, and it can make new memories with others over time. I realized after using it once or twice that it was kind of a fun novelty, but it wasn't something that was going to be used enough to justify like packing and moving with it. It was fun though. I do kind of miss being able to pick up just like random antiques like that, just like while walking my dog for free. I still have teacups. I picked up some bone china teacups that way. And those are still some of my most used teacups for like herbal or afternoon tea if I'm just sitting at my desk working on something. Yeah. And then my hunter got a vault as well. She got bracers. I took hero track? Yeah, hero. No. Yes? No. Champion. Hero. She got some good bracers. I think she had champion bracers and I got hero track. It was kind of underwhelming, but it was, her other two options were like trinkets so bad they're not even on the list kind of thing. Like one of the trinkets was at the bottom of the list and the other trinket wasn't even mentioned. Love your whale wall. Where do you get the cute whale thing? Etsy. And at the time I was so pleased with myself for having found it, and later, and I had like sourced it on Etsy from like a gift shop in Alberta. I was shopping Canadian. I was so pleased with myself. And then once upon a time, I was scrolling Amazon and I saw the exact same print and I'm like, I've been fooled. Silly me. I should have seen that coming, because it's just printed on, it's super light nylon, which I appreciate because it means that you don't have to hang it particularly skillfully. It weighs almost nothing, so you could tack it up with tape if you really wanted to. I have it on teeny tiny little hoops and nails. Thanks for showing me the mac and cheese can be finger food. You catching up on the backlog. Oh, that was from my birthday. So upsetting. Coffee, good. Yeah, my gear's looking pretty good. I also did a couple of keys last night. I got a champion track emerald coach's whistle out of, I believe, Algathar Academy, which is a decent healing trinket. I think it's better than whatever I had on previously. So my healing trinkets right now are Almseer and then that. We did a couple things. I got a couple 10s done. I didn't think we were going to do 10s in time on our first night, but we didn't miss a single key. We timed out everything we ran. We ran, we did Windrunner and then Mysara 5 and then Terrace 8 and then we did Zenith and Pittisar 10. And then one more 2 just as like a cooldown key. That was the whole night, but we hit everything. I got 2 portals I didn't have before. Mythic Plus rating at 1500, which gives me the title The Umbral. Somebody out there is excited to have that. I have questions about how they've come to this point, though. Did a +8 Seed of the Triumvirate? It was very upsetting and terrible. Oh, really? I'm a little bit nervous about Seed of the Triumvirate. That's my key. I have a Seed 2, which I have not pushed and probably will not do so. Just because I remember it being kind of awful on a 0. But my group was doing really well. I found that even with just like my first season gear that I have right now and like my half enchants and everything, I was able to heal almost every emergency that we came across. And of course my friends are doing all the damage. Please, Skyreach timer's only 28 minutes though. For better or for worse, you're probably out of there in around a half an hour. Hopefully. Thanks for the gift sub. Today, I believe, is the last day. I know it ends tomorrow. I don't know what time. Today is the last, like, proper day for the gift subs for the pet, as well as for the Horde and Alliance Murloc plushies. There is going to be another drop that rolls after this one. Not like a gift sub thing, but just a regular Twitch drop. And that's for a different colored Murloc plushie. But the blue and the red ones are... If you probably have those already. They've been going on all month. Hey Hazel, hey chat. Hello Siren, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. As far as what I'm doing today on stream, I would like to do my weeklies. I never did those last night. I just logged on and did keys. Vault and keys, and that was about it. So I want to do my weeklies for rep and to get some keys. I'd love to do some Nightmare Prey and then maybe some delves. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that on 2 characters. And in practicality, that's not something that fits in 2 hours. Another day in paradise. Yeah, I'm waiting for spring weather. I finally had to bite the bullet and pot up my tomato and pepper, as well as some of my other flowers, my hollyhocks and my marigolds, that I had started in a seed tray. I started them on like very early February, and it is now just about the end of March. And it was time to get them out of there, but it's not time to put them outside yet. It's still like icy. It's still freezing at night outside. So I drilled holes in the bottom of some red solo cups. I discovered that's really fun and much easier to do with a drill than my old thing. When I was a kid and I was like making containers for plants out of random garbage, I would just like find a nail and then I would use a hammer and I would do it that way, which does work, but you are liable to split your plastic. It turns out if you have a drill and a drill bit and the confidence to use your power tool that you purchased, you can do 5 cups at once. It's magic. Unlimited power. Hi Hazel, hi chat. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. And then of course I had to find a new home that would fit all of these things and try to arrange the light and make sure that I was trying to like get them window light as well as light from the lamp that I have, my grow light. Try and supplement them a little bit. They just got to make it for another like, all right, so it's another month. Maybe not even then if the weather starts turning around. Last frost is usually sort of early March, early May around here. Is like when the risk of frost is gone. It's not usually freezing in May. Fingers crossed. But like it has been freezing like recently at the end of March, so I needed to calm down. Cassie May, thank you very much for the gift subs. But yeah, they have room in their cups now. I made them little... Flabby went and found sticks for me to use, and I used them to, like, stake them up a little bit because not so much the peppers, but the tomatoes need a little bit of support. And then Moose was stealing some of the sticks because Moose loves sticks, and there's nothing more attractive to him than a stick that someone said he can't have. It becomes, like, his absolute white whale. Unlimited power in the abundance voice. You shall be benevolently rewarded in abundant kind. I didn't get through all my abundance last week. I want to like abundance more than I do. If I just admit to myself that I'm giving up on proper professions and I'm just going to half-butt my professions, then I can just buy like cosmetics and not stress about it. It's only if I decide that I want purple profession gear that I need to bother with it. Right? I mean, you would still bother with it for cosmetics, but those are a lot easier to get. It's a lot less unalloyed abundance to just get like the mounts and the Mog and the decor and stuff than it is to get your like enough of the thing to get epic profession gear. So there's some gold and stuff. Speaking of abundance, where is it? Oh, it's in Voidstorm. Perfect. Okay. I think, I don't know if it's the exact one, but I think I need this for achievements, to be honest. I look at the map sometimes and I cannot find it. Anyway, we got a waypoint. We're fine. I do abundance in groups. I don't understand what's supposed to be fun about it. It's just like a lot of blinky blonky lights. There's a lot happening. I'm not doing much of it. I feel like there's something that I'm missing. I feel like they're trying to trick me into feeling like I played a game when I didn't do anything. I think I've settled on only doing blue profession gear. Yeah, it's the same amount of skill, I'm pretty sure. I think the purple maybe just has more secondaries. I'm not 100%. I'd have to look at it again. But I think that if I was going to get... I mean, I could always get into it later. I would be coming from a bit behind. At least you can now, to some extent, catch up on knowledge, but via, like, catch up knowledge from the crafting table and stuff. Is this... No, that's a Portal of Silverman. I was thinking, where's the abundance thing? Is it not here? It's right here, isn't it? Yeah, it's there. I need to go to the Void Burrow. The Abundant Void Burrow. I need it for reasons. You have the mount I am dying to get. This one? This is, well, I don't want to call it easy peasy, but not such a big deal. Dust Lord. Mons and Herondar. I'll loot them all. Handy Notes helped a lot. I used Handy Notes. Handy Notes and Steady Flight are the two pieces of advice that helped me a lot with that one. It is rep gated. That's 100% true. Yep. Yep. Alright. Give me this. Yeah, let me look at this. Because these things are 800, but you need, what, 30 of them? Hang on, let me see. Profession gear. Maybe it was this one? I have one of them, like the recipe for one of them. Yeah, I could make a Runed Dazzling Thorium Rod, but it needs 20. So 32,000 of these, right? Which means, like, it's just a lot of it. I don't know. I can't decide if it's unreasonable or not. Let me find a group, because we may as well. Abundance. Voidstorm. I've been getting behind in my Shards of Dun-Dun. I haven't been getting them all or using them all each week. I end up capped sometimes. I'm not min-maxing them particularly effectively. We'll use one here. Gotta find all the nice people. Oh, thingy. Since Dawn Crystals are tanking, best to just keep them for crafting. Yeah, a lot of loot, especially now that with Mythic Zero on daily resets, and people are starting keys. Oh, I am full on abundance. There we go. We're gonna get, I think, a few achievements, because I've done a lot of stuff in every other zone except for this one. This is the first time I've done this particular abundance, so I think this will give me a couple achieves. Yep, there they are. Golden opportunities and one bite at a time. Oh, squash the competition. Oh, look at all this stuff I'm doing. Wow, I'm so skilled. You don't kill these things anymore, huh? They just kind of like run around and... I don't want to say poop, but well, you know. They just kind of run around and poop. Abundance globes look like frog spawn to me. Something made me nostalgic for like the little jelly bath orbs that were... They're not bath bombs. They were like bath beads. It was like a product that had a moment of popularity in the 2000s. And I haven't seen one since then, and they're probably made of, like, water-soluble plastic or some garbage you're not supposed to use. But something reminded me of those, and I felt nostalgic for them for a minute this week. Orbeez? I don't remember any brand name. I just remember, like, the thing. They smelled good. in the way that a lot of stuff smells good when you're a kid. When I was young, I felt like any artificial fragrance was like so appealing to me, and the older I get, the worse it smells. I guess your nose changes. I remember those. This way. Yep, this'll do. Oh, there we go. Dun Dun's favorite drops of prosperity. There's probably some kind of an abundance meta that I should take a look at and see if there's anything else that needs doing. The ones where everyone had a glass jar with different colored globes of them? Maybe? But people also loved putting like marbles and stuff in glass jars in their bathrooms. That was also like a thing. Could have just been marbles. Don't even get me started on the marbles in the bottom of like a vase of water with a poor betta fish fighting for its life. There you go. So many abundant bubbles. Wow. Yeah. Do they have fish in them? They don't have fish in them. I guess in WoW I see a bubble, I think fish. We're nearly finished with this one. I could farm more. Just to use up my shards and get them out of my inventory. So worried I was taking someone else's bubbles when I started doing abundance. Oh, you're sweet. There we go. Look at all of these achievements. My goodness. So we got some stuff. Let me see if I can find a big abundance meta, or maybe I got it. I don't know. There must be one. Wow, I have not done a lot of other achievements. Soltherals. I have not. I've been only for Soltherals soiree. I have been exclusively inviting the Magisters because I like their decor the best, and I've been completely ignoring everyone else, which I understand is not meta. Oh dear. No, there are more abundance things. I don't know if there is an abundance meta, or if there is, maybe I did it. There's no. He got a crown for a certain amount of doing it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we got our weekly done. I think we'll leave it be for now. Good. More coffer key shards. Okay, so I did 2 weeklies, so I need to do Legends of the Heronir, and I need to do the other one, Soltherals. And our meta one takes like 7 or 8 weeks. You got some time till you have to worry about the others at the soiree. Yeah, I figure we have the whole expansion. I don't think they're gonna like show up at my raid and be like, listen, you haven't invited me to the party yet. I am forbidding you from fighting. Yes. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Keys was fun. I don't think I want to worry about doing dungeons in more than one character. I think I'm happy with my hunter to just gear her up. I did her vault this week. She had 1 row of vault. And I was thinking, I'm good with this. This is fine by me. I wasn't even going to gear her up at all. So just doing Nightmare Prey, Delvates, I feel like is a really chill way for her to do some stuff, get some upgrades. She can do some weeklies. She can get some raw gold. I'm going to need it in order to pay for the enchants that my main needs. I came here because I want to go do Legends of the Heronir. Because, yeah, those metas are going to take a while. There we go. I'm sure there are cosmetic farms and grinds that I haven't even, like, heard of or looked into yet. And maybe I'm getting closer to being ready to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe when my gear feels like it's sorted out and stable over here. I think part of me is holding back from making any more alts. It would be pretty easy. I mean, not easy to level alts, but it's pretty easy to gear additional copies of characters. And it might be fun to do like Delves and Prey on different classes, but I think in my mind, if I hold myself back... Oh, okay. If I hold myself back, I can have more time in my potential future to like, one day, finally, decorate my house. I haven't really been back to my house. I haven't really been back to the neighborhood, especially not since we finished the Endeavor. Every time I log in, the game yaps at me about my Endeavor coffer having rewards, and I really should just go loot it. that's what I ought to do. But I feel like if I load myself up with too much just midnight endgame content, I might burn myself out on it, and also I won't have as much time for the other stuff. But I gotta figure out at a certain point what the other stuff is. I guess I have to do Sojourner. I can work on Light Up the Night. I kind of want to try and work on, and I guess I can do this week when I'm working on Prey, my Prey meta. Praying for midnight. We did the cooking thing, we did the fishing thing, so at this point I just have to do a bunch more hunts and then find like these individual prey targets off of the list, and then I think the meta will be pretty much done, because the rest of them are just for looting, like riposting enemies or defeating ambushes. Although I think doing prey faster is maybe making me not take as many ambushes. Maybe I should do some like normal and hard preys like the old-fashioned way without looting traps, because I think I'm not getting ambushed as much and it's making it harder to progress that achievement. I need to fight off like, let me see, Lord Viscera's cat scratch. Let's see, Prey Seeker. I only need 19 more of them. It'll be fine. We'll get them done. I don't need to stress about that. That's a portal. I've started kicking acorns out of a sheer lack of self-control. Can't fly by a world quest. Not one that looks fairly easy. But now we just need 2 more. I like how we're removing them by kicking them, but it looks like they do land places. Do you have any tips for when you see a moth blue bubble and it looks like it's inside a plant or a rock and you're at the right level and it's just not there? Yes. In that case, and I'm trying to think if it happened to me or not, but this also works for like an herb or an ore that's like stuck in a piece of terrain, is make sure you have a keybind for your interact key and then just try angling your camera and your character around. Your camera in particular, and use your interact key from different angles to see if you can get an angle on it, and that way you don't have to actually click it. If you're positive that you're right on top of it and it's just kind of clipped into something, then that should work. You would hope that the moths wouldn't be like that because they were specifically placed. There's 120 of them and they placed them hidden specifically, so you'd hope that it's just like under another layer of mushroom or something. But it's entirely possible that some of them are stuck. So, oh, there's a wanted quest in there. Those are for rep, right? I haven't really been doing those. We can go take a look at it, see if it's a decent amount of rep. Now that I have my champion gear for each of these things, I'm not even sure how high the reps go. I guess 20. I'm not in a massive hurry, I think, to get the rest of the reps done, because I feel like they're gonna end up finished anyways. Like we're just gonna keep doing weeklies because they give 2 gold a piece, and for delve keys and whatnot. Yeah, 250 Arati rep, but like, yeah, I could have probably skipped this. All about delves this week. Yeah. Last week, on both of my characters, I was able to get my map and fight off Neleus within the delve. Not in his own delve, but just like as an ambush or whatever, because I had the new equivalent of the Shrieking Quartz from the Nightmare Prey quest, but I think that was a one-time thing. So now I've got to figure out, or not figure out, but I've got to hope and cross my fingers that he just ambushes me the old-fashioned way, or that I get that item the old-fashioned way, because I really don't want to buy it with Undercoins. You can. I'm pretty sure you can purchase it with Undercoins, but it's expensive, and I would like to get my hero gear without spending a bunch of Undercoins on that thing. I'd like to save my Undercoins for cosmetics and stuff. That's what they're for. At least for me. Alright, I've been distracted. We're doing Legends of the Heron. That's what we're after here. I heard there was a housing weekly this week. I have not done it yet. Something to do with mail? I saw a Wowhead headline. After champion gear, there isn't really a point to rush him. Yeah. Got the item again this week on a Nightmare Prey. Okay. Maybe it is every week then. I'm Tifa. Hey, how you doing? Nightmare Prey quest. Yeah, I got one last week from that. I guess I assumed it was a one-off. I assumed it was one time only. I suppose I didn't know that for a fact. Let's do this one. You betcha. Gonna get them. The first week I was like, wait, which one should I do? And ever since then I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna do all of them. It's not like I'm doing a lot of urgent decorating anyway. Nothing to worry about here. Dolphin517, thank you very much for the 6-month resub. Happy half a year. Oh man, 30 minutes late. Set a reminder for your show. Missed it. That's all right. You didn't miss a whole lot. We're just hanging out. There's always the VOD. I'm just happy you're here. Don't spend Undercoin on item level. Ding89, why do Voidstorm mobs hit so hard? You are neck deep in the worst part of leveling. Leveling in Voidstorm sucks. And if it's your first character, you kind of have to do it because you got to get through that campaign anyway. But that is the worst and slowest part of leveling a new character. They're just scaled to be harder. I feel like it was a bit rude of them because it's given me a bad first impression of Voidstorm that I think they're going to be fighting for the rest of the expansion. I'm just going to not want to go there. Even well after I'm geared enough to handle everything, which I'm sure I am now. I'm going to be like, well, it bullied me once, and now I shall never forgive it. Grab the 3 treasures during this weekly quest as well. Oh. Skip 89 with the Delve quest turned in. When I leveled my second character, I also did not do a lick of questing in Voidstorm. Did a lot of side quests in other zones. Did the Delve thing. Did some... I didn't do any first crafts, actually. I had herbalism and mining. Did a little bit of herbalism and mining. Speak with... There are less trees to crash into. All trees to finish Lore Master stuff. Yeah, that's smart. You need all of them for the meta. Yeah. I don't... Yeah. I might go back and do it some other time later in my life. I was not a fan of Voidstorm. If I can manage it, I won't do a single quest on any alt that isn't a very easy world quest to level them to 90. We'll just gather for levels. Main is getting them the gear they'd want. Yeah. Wait, so there's one here. Yeah, if I come across them, then by all means. Although, I don't know if I'm getting credit for that. I hope so. I think I missed a few of those. And then there's a few in here. Yeah. Yeah, I still need to do the Lore Master stuff. I should probably try to do it before I'm, like, finished. You know, I should probably try and do it while I can still enjoy the rep. That would be something. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be Paragon caches to earn after it's all said and done, but it would be nice to do them earlier. I have Herondar done. I have Lore Master of Herondar done, because I was trying to, like, catch up on and grind Harati rep for the sake of, the Moth thing. I needed the extra rep for the Moth thing. Plus, I was leveling in Herondar anyways on my Heronir. Do we have a favorite Midnight expansion mount? I love the Petal Wings, but I don't have any of them yet. I guess it can be my favorite mount even if I don't have it. I'd say the Petal Wing. Okay. Oh, looks like we're all finished. The Tale of Russula. Russula is a type of mushroom that I thought... I went through a phase where there was a really big mushroom that grew in my yard, and I was trying to identify it. And I became 98% sure that it was a brown Russula. But I was not 99% sure, else I would have eaten it because it would have been edible. And it was huge. It would have been like a free steak dinner. But I was not 1,000% sure because I have never, because I'm new to mushrooms and I know that I make mistakes when I'm new to stuff. Little humility goes a long way in saving you from mushroom poisoning. There we go. Perfect. It's nice and easy to get your coffer key shards at least. So I still need to do Saltheral's Soiree, so let's go party. Petal wings are nice. Nectar beaks. I think you could send the DNA of the mushroom off for analysis these days. Mushroom analysis labs. Mushrooms are an interesting one in that there are a lot of different types of them, and they're still identifying new types and like variants of mushrooms, and like some mushrooms can present differently in different places even if it's the same mushroom. So maybe you discover a mushroom and it's never presented like that. They're just there's so many fiddly weird things that it's if you're trying to harvest and like forage for edible mushrooms, you can certainly do it, but if it's a hard thing to do if you're the kind of person that doesn't like to live at least a little bit dangerously when you're new. Anyway, I am going to Saltheral's Soiree. We're gonna go party. That's right. Trying to figure out if I earned the fishmonger pet. Yeah, today is the last day to earn it. When you have done your subs, your gift subs, you will get a notification on Twitch with a redeem code. That's how I got mine. I got a notification just on my Twitch notification dashboard that had the code in it, and then I redeemed that on the launcher. Hazel just wanted to thank you for all your raid guides. They've been carrying me for years. Thanks, Mittens Moon. I'm happy they've been working for you. I dream of a world where my microbiology degree wasn't completely useless. Oh, loads of morel mushrooms, loads of psilocybin mushrooms here. Yeah. We were looking for... This is I live in a very mushroomy place in the world. It is damp here, and the mushrooms love that. And there's good foraging for like lots of different types of really delightful food mushrooms. And we were trying to find some, but we were not successful. Oh, I think the closest I found was with that big ol' russula in my backyard. Favor of the court. Let me have a look again at the Magister's vendor and see. I'm pretty sure the thing that I wanted was actually pretty early. I probably have it already. World of Ramen, thank you very much for the gift subs. Appreciate it. Recently became a Nomi and she's adorable. I see why you always main one. I feel like if it clicks with you, it's very hard to play other things. I don't feel like I enjoy my other characters. This is a large dinosaur. But it's being stomped on over here. It's just not the same. Thank you for the gift subs, Dolphin. So that's the Forest Rider vendor. They've got this stuff. There's a wardrobe. I think it was largely the decor that talked me into all this. There's a quiver. The row vendor has a screen and a decanter kit. Socialite's attire. A weapon. Oh, a decor. An enchanting decor. Maybe I should work on that. I could start crafting self-pouring Thalassian sun wine. That sounds nice. Let me see if I can get a preview on that. Oh, come on. Come on. That's cool. I don't know that my character is going to use that. I like it though. All right, so that's with the row. Remind me what's with the Magisters again? I feel like I just wanted a mirror. These are the Blood Knights. These are not the Magisters. They have arms rack, tabard. They have a, what is that, blacksmith thing? No, it's enchanting. Animated Sindori hammer. All right, hang on. Animated Sindori. Oh, there's also an animated Sindori pick from a different vendor. These are so cool. What happened to the big mushroom? Is it still there? Did it vanish? Oh, the one in my yard? Well, we picked it when we were trying to identify it because I needed to do a spore print. And after we decided that we were for sure not going to eat it, I broke it up for the compost, and it composted like immediately. Look at the Wowhead article. No, I haven't seen it yet. Flower monkey thing. No, let's take a look. Hang on. I am chilling today. I am not accomplishing anything in a hurry. Continue without disabling. Warning, recrafting items has a chance to lose your crests. Good grief. Procrastination pays off again. You said new mounts data mined? Defeating critters, buff Vandus runes. I don't see the article. Right click on the decor recipes and get a preview without going through the crafting panel. Not 100% sure. So where is the... I swear I've seen them. They're not far from here. You're not the Magister vendor. You're the General Renowned Quartermaster for Silverman. Oh, this is the Magister vendor. Hello. Yeah, because you have the animated Sindori pick. So you said I can right click on the recipe. That's just to purchase it. What about control right click? Shift right click. No, I think you have to go through the thing. I guess I could start making the animated Sindori pick though. That's cool. So I think I wanted the gentle floating planter, which I can now get. It's for Brimming Arcana, but that's fine. These things, I swear they used to be Voidlight Marl. Did they change them, or were they always Brimming Arcana? It's like, feels like the world's being edited around me. Renowned vendor being outside the city is crazy. I thought it was so strange that he hangs out here. It throws me a little bit still. So if I was going to stick with them, it would be basically to get this, I guess. I think I can probably spread out my rep at this point. Luminary rank. This is a cute pet, but like I think we did it. I think we're good. So 200 Arcana and some Moxie. Yeah, all right. Life is for making mistakes, right? Animated Sindori pick, which I can now make. And I can make it to level up my enchanting. That might be fun. Yeah. That's cool. He just wants to party. The link would have gotten eaten. You can't post any links in chat. They won't make it through. Oh, 2 days ago. Oh, I see. I was looking in the last day or so. I will scroll back. I will scroll back. Use pings to control Valigra and Dell. So I will scroll farther back. New mount models data mined. Oh, here they are. There it. War Eagles. Gilnane horses. Nice horsey. I like a big chunky tail braid. Arboons. Yeah, those are kind of wicked coated. Those are crazy. I'm reserving judgment until I see that they're not from this shop. I don't know. I don't trust it yet. There's another bear. Oh, hang on. I broke it. I opened it too much. Oh, I lost it. Great grandma on the computer over here. I kind of hate them. Yeah, I think they look nice. I don't know if I want them, though. What else? Unbound Mana Worm. That looks nice. Now we're getting somewhere. I can get on board with a Spell Bee. Nice Hawkstrider, Snapdragon, Eagle Lynx. Okay. Yeah, alright. Don't want them, but can appreciate them existing. Hello, how you doing? Alright. Well, knowing what I know, maybe I want to go for the row for the wine bottle thing. A lot of decor. Huh. A lot of decor recipes. Sucker for anything that has flowers and plants. Player's name is Smelly Couch Farts. My goodness. Sunflower staff is so pretty. Oh, thank you. Trading post, pretty sure. I don't often buy a trading post weapon, but when I do, I try and get one that my priest can enjoy. So this is the... They're so close to being done. I could probably give them one. Oh, no, I can't, can I? You can't spread them out. Or can you? No, I don't think so. Let me look at the thing. Maybe I can get enough. I literally don't need any rep with them. Maybe I can get enough to tip them over. I only need 25 rep with them. Maybe I can get some of them. One of the other ones might also do it. Do you know me? Are all shoulders wacky? Yep. Sometimes you want that architecture, but a lot of the time I hide shoulders. Okay, so I need somebody who's going to give me plus to Magisters, which means Blood Knights, because I don't need all of this. Oh, they're not the bonus, though. But I don't want to lose Magister's rep. Alright, Blood Knights it is. I've been doing this so inefficiently. Because, yeah, if I go over here, I don't know that I can... Oh, yeah, I just got the rep. But I could give them a token. I'm so confused. Should you be switching? I don't know. I'm doing my reps with these with poor efficiency and no strategy whatsoever. Minimal grace. Okay, so now at least we can get these now. I am, just by picking it, I got the rep I needed. So I need more Brimming Arcana to get the goodies, at least. So there we go. We got the new pet. I got an ensemble. I no longer need to stress about the, I no longer need to stress about the Magisters. So I get a special test with these guys. But I guess I could if I wanted to, because I was least excited about theirs, to be honest. We can do that. I guess I can give my goodies to anybody. So I could go find the row person, even though I'm down rep with them, and I could probably still just give it to them. I don't see why not. You're Farstrider. Of course the row is going to be, like, hidden away somewhere, aren't they? I'm looking for the bar. There they are. Pick the one with the biggest gain. I don't know how long it's going to take to max them now. Worried you get something if you max them all at the same time. That would be kind of mean. That would turn this into math. Yeah, okay. So now I can just give them all my tokens. Yeah, this is fine. Because I'm full. I'm capped with Magisters now. Hopefully I can't fall below capped, although I've already bought all the stuff, so if you can, then you can. I'm hoping that you cannot. That would be kind of mean. Yeah, there is an achievement for inviting them at least once. My poor brain just wants to help these people drink their drinks without disruption. At least these little quests don't take too long to do. I like a simple little baby mini quest. Starts the runestone. Others are always doing the fight, saving having to use my own. I don't know if I've ever spent anything getting runestones going. I usually just find them active already as well. I usually do it at the end, though. It's occurring to me maybe I don't fully understand everything about Saltharel Soiree. For whatever reason. Poor brain. Yeah. Just wing it and it becomes clear. Were those cosmetics always for Brimming Arcana? They really were never for Marl? I could have sworn they were for Marl. Maybe I just saw blue currency and I assumed. It's possible. Completes by flyover an accident similar to the Huntston Dragonflight. Yeah. I had a moment where I couldn't even figure out where the runestone thing was supposed to be. Anyway. I think even doing this poorly, I will get it done eventually. It's always been for Brimming Arcana as far as I know. Rewriting history on you. Definitely multiple runestones. I gotta find those as well. I have a feeling I'm gonna hit a point like 2/3 of the way through this patch where I finally decide to dig into the rest of the meta achievement that I don't have yet, and I'm gonna be like, wait, this stuff has been here the whole time? Say what? Doug64, thank you very much for the brandy sub. Appreciate it. Quest marker will always take you one that's active. Yeah, okay. But, like, what's the deal with, like, the rune stones? Like, I know that you need to do a rune stone. I'm struggling so hard to even phrase my question. I can't even decide what I don't understand. That is the extent of my understanding. I don't even know the right question to ask. I'm looking to do another one of these. Oh, this is just turning it in. I'm not ready to turn it in yet. You have to charge it by yourself and then defend it. How do you charge it? Defend it from who? Is Latent Arcana different from Brimming Arcana? Which one am I getting from the books on the ground? Where are the Brimming Arcana from, then? I'm just allergic to this. Here we go. Dig up the concealed dirt. Why would you ever charge a runestone yourself instead of waiting for someone else to do it? Isn't that rewarding antisocial gameplay? Do you? Yeah, I don't. That part confuses me. Having to charge the runestone in the first place just feels like a really redundant piece of design. Like, you could have left it out and just had the runestones happen. And nothing would be lost. Joel Mart, thank you very much for the gift subs. Appreciate it. I'm listening. I love rewarding antisocial gameplay. Some of us are impatient. Am I inviting bandits to the party? Ideally, you charge it with more than just one person. But there's no reason why you shouldn't just wait for someone else to do it. I guess if you're not using your Latent Arcana for anything else. If that's the only thing it's for. It just seems so pointless. Like, if it doesn't matter if you contributed or not, then... I don't know. I feel like they could have had that not be there. Yeah, just join... Yeah, I don't know. It's just... It feels confusing for the sake of being confusing, but maybe that's just me being stubborn and needing additional coffee. Okay, yeah, so they're giving me Latent and Brimming Arcana because, of course, we need 2 types of Arcana currency. I'm getting my Coffer Key Shards, which I appreciate. And then to finish the thing... Yeah, the Arcana collected, I guess, is optional. So we just have to defend a runestone, so I guess I'll just waypoint this. No other use, no reason not to charge the stone. But I also don't need to ever stop and pick it up, really. The actual, the weekly quest and the rep, that part doesn't mess me up too much. It's a little funky, but I feel like I'm good with that. It's funny that you have to, like, annoy one of the factions in order, or 1 or 2 of them, like you lose a little bit of rep. And I guess I still am curious about if... Where is my reputation? If my rep with them... It looks like now that I'm at Luminary, it's not going to go down. I wonder if you can't drop below a breakpoint. They're not going to downgrade you. I see. I don't know if anyone's doing Blood Knights. Jijin, thanks for the gift sub and brand new sub. Subtitles is a extension that I'm running, but Twitch supports it if you have the extension set up in OBS. They're not always going to be completely accurate, especially if I start talking too fast or under-enunciating or saying a bunch of, gamey World of Warcraft words. They're pretty good, though. Choosing Blood Knight, giving Magisters all my quests, working out okay so far. Anyone can join, yeah. Well, I guess this is what I get for saying that I don't need to use my thing. I guess I should use my stuff. It doesn't show you on this interface how much Latent Arcana you have, huh? It just says it requires some. It doesn't tell you how much it's taking or how much you have. I have... Oh, I don't even see it here. I see Brimming Arcana. I don't see Latent Arcana. Is it in my bags? It is in my bags. It uses 3, okay. I'm not using the Plumber add-on. Self-charging, it takes a surprising amount. Back at having classes again. Think the old building I have my classes in is specifically designed to have my life sucked out of me for the next 5 hours. Oh no. I hate that. Bad building juju. Does add a currency map to the bottom of the window. It's something you'd think would be default. I'm just like idly like tapping this button. waiting for it to do waiting for other people to also be tapping the button. Although I'm pretty sure I could charge this completely myself. It's 1% per arcana, so I could do this 3.7 times over. Like, the soiree does feel overcomplicated. Yeah. I need to think about it more to decide if I actually have a problem with the design or if I'm just crabby for the sake of being crabby. Because I complain when things are oversimplified, so it doesn't make any sense for me to complain when things have layers. But I also feel that layers for the sake of layers is a mistake. Here, now that you're going, I'll help too. Like, I feel like with any, currency, mechanic, feature, whatever, you have to ask, is this satisfying? Is it fun? Does it deserve to be here? And some of them kind of hit that a little better than others. Can't live without Plumber. The loot bug drives me insane otherwise. I think it used to be a mental ward before my school got it. Makes sense. Does it have just like really terrible natural light or airflow or temperature control, or is it just like one of those things where you're like, this concrete building does not allow my mana to come from the sky? I guess it also feels like I'm charging up the runestone and then defending it, but like if we left it alone, we wouldn't have this problem. Has anyone considered leaving the runestones alone? Lore-wise. At least you're willing to give new thing a shot. Yeah. More or less. Warm Canadian. Excellent name. Thank you very much for the gift subs. How you doing, Ujay? Did you know that your name is very similar to the word for a yogic breathing technique? Old building, not everything's up to date. I think the ore is cursed. I'm not the only one who thinks that. I know what you mean. I mean, I haven't been in that building, but I know the vibe. I guess maybe I should have invited people. I will delist at this point, I think. More Canadian. Yogic breathing technique. It's a yoga thing. It's where you very slightly use the muscle of your tongue to constrict the back of your throat to make the sound of your breath audible, as another way of giving you some feedback on it to dial you into it as kind of like a meditation thing that you're doing during your yoga. It's supposed to sound like ocean waves. Thank you. Ujjayi Breath mentioned me during raid. If you wanted to be pop culture about it, you could call it the yoga Darth Vader. That wouldn't be that dissimilar. Popped up my recommended. Seen so many of your raid boss guides. Alright, that's me. I'm Hazel. We do the boss guides. We do streams. What else do we do? We hang out and we talk about our pets and lives and stuff, more or less. There we go. Don't mind the latent arcana to power up the runestone mechanic, but it seems punishing to power it up alone. Don't want to have to push the button that many times. For me, it just seems like kind of an extra layer that doesn't feel very... Like, it's kind of a given that it's going to happen. Most of the time, at least this is the first time I've ever felt like I had to charge it up myself. Most of the time, it seems to be just done by other people anyways, so you don't even engage with it, and it's just kind of sitting there confusing you for no reason. I guess I'll do this weekly because I know I want the Brimming Arcana. I was confusing it with the other Arcana. I didn't really care that much about charging up the runestones, so I wasn't, I felt like I wasn't... I can't click on this thing. Thank you for your stream. You give off a Yoda vibe. Nice, calming soul. Aw. I have been asked if my name has something to do with yoga. It doesn't come up often. No, coincidental. I figured if it was a yoga thing, then that might have come up in conversation at some point over the last 2 years. During our various discussions of yoga. 10 to the entertainment. I can't click on this thing. Maybe that one's just broken. I'd love to finish this for an unspecified 25 Brimming Arcana. Hell. No, I would like to do it. Means you already clicked it? Well, it would be lovely if it stopped highlighting then. That one I clicked on and it went away. Blizzard, please. Have you tried the thing I named myself after? Could have come up true. Hi everyone. Hi Cyberwolf. How you doing? Got my first level 90. Time to decide what to do next. It's an intimidating choice. I've been kind of feeling like I'm getting close to being ready to pick my next project, and I don't know. I think I want to do something on my main. It's probably to do with achievements. I think I'm going to start... Oh, I guess I'm going to do... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I could just get into professions. Just do professions. There's no nice way to find out what the other thing is, right? Assuming that I've done that one already. I just have to hope that I see it. I might waste more time on this than I need to be doing. Usually a wine glass and the... Oh, maybe it's the lady in the building with the harp. Let me go look at that. Hey, what's up? Nope, I have done that already. This cake looks delicious. Went for a midnight walk an hour ago. Nice. I'm working getting all my max profession decor. There's a project. Illyria is the final boss of Voidstorm. However, or Voidspire. But there is another raid that is coming out later. Soon. And that one has its own final boss. March on Quel'Danas is a 2-boss raid. And that one has Lura as a final boss. Midnight Falls or whatever. So I'm gonna need to do a video for that too, because I also don't have footage of that one. I don't know what's going on there. I wonder if it's complicated. I feel like the guide doesn't have a lot on it. Oh no, it does. Yeah, we got it's a 3-phase. It's a 3-phaser. It looks like some of these things are repeated at least, which is nice. I have a guide out for Illyria. I do not have a guide out for Lura yet, because I haven't seen it. It wasn't tested. It wasn't officially tested publicly. I didn't try to cheese it. World first race is really kind of a matter of interpretation because there's a race for Voidspire, there's a race for Quel'Danas, and I don't know which one counts. It's all kind of an unofficial thing anyways. I think this is either busted or like I'm never gonna find it. If I'm looking for a single glowing... Oh! Wow. Nice. We did it. When are we fighting Zalatat? Hey, Hazel. Hello. How you doing? What if we have to, in order to trick her into combat, we have to pose as a podiatrist? It is tiny and easy to miss. I can't believe we actually saw it. I've trained. Hardly been a week, let alone 2 months. Oh, for the Illyria video? I know, right? Magic. One thing that does help is that they're, at least in the dungeon journal, maybe I will be surprised when we actually get to Heroic Illyria, which I have not fought yet. But according to the dungeon journal, there are not that many differences. It's a minor change in the intermission, and then it's just more area denial, and that's it. Okay, so I did Abundant Soiree. I've done my weeklies. I think it is now time for Prey, and that's going to give me the rest of my coffer key shards. So I'm going to just fly back. What's this about her feet? She has perfectly normal feet. She tends to not wear shoes. And her feet are therefore shown in cinematics, which has made the internet and their obsession with foot fetishes go absolutely bonkers. Some people are memeing, some people are turned on. There's no way of knowing who is who. This mount is the mount from the Heronir moth collecting thing. You collect all 120 moths in Herondar, and you can purchase this with your Luminous Dust, as well as getting the Dust Lord title. What's good? You help me raid. Videos are always on point. What's good? I'm glad they're working for you. Let's go pick up Prey, huh? They are shown like Quentin Tarantino is directing the video. All I'm saying is that I never noticed the foot thing until you guys brought it up. It's... I don't know who's leaning into it, but somebody is. So I want to take a quick sec to track my meta and see which ones I'm specifically looking for. I want to do my Nightmare Praise for sure. Teray, thank you very much for the gift subs. Appreciate it. Hard to ignore after you notice. But isn't that just, what do they call it? There's like there's a known like mental effect where when you're looking for something you start to see it everywhere. It's got a really common name. I forget what it is. Is it not just one of those things? You see what you're looking for. Alright, so these are the praise that I have not yet done. Sunbreaker, Oswald. Let's just start with the Nightmare ones. We'll loop back around and figure that out later. Oh, so they do give this to you every week. Okay, that's nice. That way I don't have to farm for my Beacon of Hope. Botter Minehuff. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Exactly. I think there's a little bit of that going on with the foot thing. Although it's entirely possible that Blizzard saw how much the memes were gaining traction. And they were like, wow, this is some really free earned media. Let's just stick her feet in things and then people will yap about it. Night Blood Shatter. Yeah, let's just start here. Once you notice the Botter Minehuff effect, you see it everywhere. Can't get away from it. Got to Illyria normal, did die. Mechanics easier than previous seasons. I did my entire week this week of fighting Illyria, and we did kill her on normal. And I did not fully understand the fight until I made the raid guide. All of my footage is of me doing certain mechanics completely wrong because I fully misunderstood them. I spent every single phase 2 diligently trying to hit the simulacrum with my arrow. I had no idea there were other ads. They were never in my frame of view, or I just wasn't paying attention to them. I had no concept. I was like, okay, I need to shoot the ad with my arrow to get rid of the shield in phase 2. And there's an ad, there's a shield. Not that one. That's what we were doing. Yeah. I also very specifically, here, I can show this. I was having trouble in the 3rd phase with dying to jumping across the gaps, even though I swore up and down I had the feather. Hang on. I to the point that I actually like clipped and rendered out a copy of it happening because I needed to prove to myself and others that I swear I got the feather. So the mechanic here, if you haven't done Illyria yet, is you need to jump across this gap before this fills it up so you don't die. You run into a feather to get a feather buff that gives you kind of like a slow fall, and then you jump across the thing. A couple early pulls, I definitely died because I didn't jump. I thought it was going to be like Sylvanas or like Deathwing where it just zoops you across. But this time, look, I get the feather. I have the buff. This little blue is my feather buff or debuff or whatever. I have the aura. I run. I jump. Nothing. And I recorded this just so I could prove to like not that anyone was questioning me about it, but I was like, look, I did it. I swear. So I think it's a little buggy. It's possible that I took some damage that cleansed the slow fall off of me. Or that some other spell interacted with it poorly, but if that's the case, it should have wiped my debuff, and I think there's just something buggy about that. It happens. I have had better luck. I think maybe I'll try levitating myself, I don't know. Jumping right here across the narrower part, but you should be able to jump across anywhere. When it's working correctly, it gives you a nice little slow fall. You have more than enough to get past. You can also lock gate. There's lots of ways to do it, but a few people were dying. I think I'm not the only one that died here. A few people, yeah, look, Death Knight dead as well. And I swear we got the feather because people were like, did you pick it up? Are you sure? And I was looking at this and I was like, I did. I swear. Getting gaslit over here. Oh, speaking of which, oh, I forgot I was doing Nightmare Prey. Oh no. Well, I didn't do much of it anyway. I'm gonna take a very short break. I will be right back. Do the AFK with Astalar watching. That pup would definitely be Little Spoot all the time. And I'm glad I didn't actually like progress that prey much because otherwise it would have been lights out. I would have had to start all over. Love the look dogs do when they're suddenly woken. Wondering if Hazel was still doing Warcraft? Always liked her explanations. For some reason, YouTube wasn't putting her in my feed anymore. Yeah, I took a break. And I gotta put in some work. I have been putting in some work, but I gotta continue putting in some work to get the algorithm to forgive me and show people my stuff. But any that you do see and click on will help it show you other stuff. Or you can always stop by the channel. Everything's always on my channel. I'm around. Okay. I have Nightmare Prey. I was heading to. Oh, I didn't even make it all the way there. This is a character flaw. I had to stop and air my grievances about the feather thing. All right, I am paying attention. That is the one thing that I need to do for Nightmare Prey is pay attention, and by golly, I'm gonna do it. Also, I'm gonna turn sound on and I'm gonna blast dialogue up. So that I can get all the effects that we're after here. It's helpful for me when he actually does his vaguely kinky kill for me voice line because I noticed that something's going on. I didn't pick that up. I should have picked up that orb. Afternoon, Hazel in chat. Can confirm that boosted Heronir do in fact get heritage armor. That's what people were telling me.
Such wonderful terror.
Okay, there we go. Let's find in this area our trappies. I'm using my yeah, good. Got my shatter trinkets on. And I have a full cap of 5 traps, so if I do get ambushed, we're all set. I've got eyes on a critter in case he wants me to kill for him. Nope, not time for that yet. So do faction change ones too?
Drain their anguish.
Oh, sorry, you almost lived. That rabbit almost made it. I really hope that they never change it to not allow critters. I like that you can use critters for that. I feel like it makes for interesting gameplay of, like, you know, kind of keeping tabs on who's around in case you need them. Walking over the trap triggers an ambush often as well. Oh, really? Sometimes I get it. I never really walk on this. Sometimes I get it for, oopsies. Just clicking on the trap will trigger an ambush. It's gonna be a critter war eventually. They're gonna have to don helmets and armor like in Kalimdor. Let me see. I haven't tried that yet. I wonder if that prevents me from picking it up. Critter kills should stay. Feels fun to see people scatter to find one. Yeah. Plus, I like having the hand cannon as like a backup. Just an emergency option. And you can't even use it in combat.
Kill for me. Now!
That must be my trinket. Yeah, you can carry up to 5. Perfect. Nearly there. I think I'm going to end up doing more than my normal, or more than my required amount of prey for the meta. I would like to get my Prey Seeker title. I don't know why I want it so badly. I don't even know that I'm gonna wear it. It's just, I guess, that I went, you know, 2 inches out of my way to get the fishing and cooking and nightmare prey achievements, and now I want to finish the rest of it so I can kind of check it off of my list. Yeah, you're right. I could save some of them to the alts, or for alts. That's a good idea. I could send a couple extras to Ficus. Nearly revealed. Almost there. Oh, that one just spawned. Don't like casters? Sit there, soak so much damage. BM Hunter all the way. That's my my main alt. My one alt. I have one alt and it's a BM Hunter. Yeah, I always carry health potions. On both of my characters I carry health potions, but I feel that they're important to me. Yeah, these aren't so bad anymore. Delightful. Can I only fly to Zilliman? No, you can walk too. RP walking the whole way. There's no faster way to get there if that was what you were after. There's no portal. It's you just fly. Get anything exciting in Vault? I took a hero track helm tier on my priest, and then I was able to catalyze hero legs that I had already, so I've got 2-piece. And then my hunter just got hero track bracers.
You have ended their suffering and added to our reserves of power. How efficient.
Champion ring. Prey Seeker's banned. Crit versa. Haste versa. Interesting. Yeah. I have a veteran ring. I could probably get rid of it. I'll hold on to this champion stuff for now. It says that I've done this already, so I feel like I don't want to do it. I think I did it on my other... No, I don't want to bring in... No. That's not what I want. We are doing another nightmare. I would love to also... Yeah, we're getting it done. Leech 2, that's nice. Yeah, it was nice that it came with Leech on it. Got my 2-piece as well yesterday. 25% boost to Bestial Wrath direct damage. Whoopee, nice. Yeah, my priest tier is like okay. I don't know that I'm jumping up and down about it. It benefits my... I summon a divine image when I cast benediction, which is like sometimes... It's just like extra smart healing. I remember, and I don't know if I missed this specifically. I should say that. I'm not sure if it's which way it's better as, but I remember when getting your tier set would influence your rotation. It would influence the way that you played because you would want to play around your set bonus. And sometimes it would give you like really cool gameplay for just one patch. And I wonder if they've moved away from that because I feel like my priest tier at least is the most passive and smart healiest of the passive smart heals. You do nothing different and some extra healing is going to happen. I don't feel like you're gaming it at all. You're not doing anything you wouldn't have been doing otherwise. Been told season 1 sets I was boring on purpose? Who's most excited for their tier set? There was a Google Doc floating around. I don't have a link to it, but there was one floating around that kind of ranked the power benefit of people's various tier sets, like who would, to kind of help raid leaders decide who should get them first by who would benefit more from them kind of thing. No, missed it. This area annoys me a lot. I guess I can also do the quest. I find this area really irritates me because I don't like just getting reset or like waiting for the guy to not be standing on a trap so I can do it.
I won't let you be killed that quickly.
But see, like, where'd my ambush go? You know what I mean? It's just confusing. I wanted to fight that guy. He's gone now. I'm no longer in combat with him. Froggy Clouds, thanks very much for the gift subs. Appreciate it. I guess I don't need to kick this one. He's never going to catch up with me. Everyone's got a boring flat bonus to a single ability. Do people feel that way about their Apex talents as well? Because my Apex talents also kind of have that, like, somewhat boring set bonus feel to them. I feel like they're just kind of doing a little extra, but again, without changing what I'm doing at all. Rankling, thanks for the gift subs. Appreciate it. Resto Druid, bigger wild growth healing on 2 set. Yeah. Okay, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. Oh, I thought this was my ambush, but it's not. Fix anything? No thanks, I'll take the stairs. This like he's just jumping off of stone buildings. Apex talents were pretty important for Devourer. Don't know if I care more about changing the way I play or not. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I'm not sure that I want that back. I guess I felt some type of way, like, looking at all of these extra things I'm unlocking on Priest and realizing that I could literally have never heard of any of them and it wouldn't make a difference. It would not matter. It just kind of begs the question of why do we have these? What's the point? I guess the point is that it makes you stronger.
Kill for me.
Maybe I'm getting a little overcomplicated here. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they nerfed the hand cannon thing. Uh-oh. Hand cannon critters don't count now. Oh, I took the dot. I'm dispersing. Uh-oh. My tip! No, it worked last week. Blizzard, you're no fun. No, I killed 2 of them and it didn't reset my thing. I for sure killed 2 of them. Yeah, fun detected. Creative use of game mechanics. Regular critters do still work, but the summoned ones don't seem to count anymore. I hope they still count for the Necrolite Skull, because that's been usable for years. It would suck if that, it would really suck if that, interaction was collateral damage.
Drain their anguish.
Also, oh dear, oh dear. This is gonna suck. This is gonna really suck. I have to live. I don't have a dispersion this time. I do have a health pot. We're gonna use that. And I'm just gonna spam heals. That's all I can do. I don't know why I did that. We'll use our Vampiric Embrace. Okay, it's over, it's over. Yes. That one snuck up on me because it happened kind of at the same time as a fixate, and I foolishly thought that that was what was going on, and it didn't occur to me that 2 things could be happening. Things are getting a little wacky out here. This one's tougher. I'm not even that close. I haven't even died. I'm not even that close. The second time the kill for me thing happened, my pets in BM or elsewhere would not return, so I definitely took the dot. This area does not have as many critters either. This should count. Okay, good. Yeah, I agree on playing DM with no pets. Whenever it happens, I'm like trying to use any of my buttons, and it's like, you can't do that. You think you have power without your fluffy bunny rabbit? That's silly of you. Talk to me when your pink potato toad is with you. Carried by Pets would be the title of my memoir. Yesterday, I went grocery shopping in the morning, and my dog really didn't want me to leave. And then I think it hurt his feelings so much when we left anyways to go get groceries that he was like giving me the cold shoulder for the rest of the day. He would not forgive me. And I was having kind of a bad day and I just wanted a big hug from my puppy, and he's like, well, you should have thought of that before you left. Decided my memoir would be The Messenger Has Been Shot. Ooh, I like that. Oh, spawned right here. That's handy. Does anyone else feel like they have to riposte from behind because of Dark Souls? It makes me feel really weird if I do it from the front or the side of the shade, even though I don't think it matters which side you approach them from. As soon as I get one of my petal wing mounts, changing my theme from an adventuring human with doggos to a foresty type that uses potatoes. I want to see somebody with 2 potatoes. One of them's mash them and the other one's boil them. I guess I could be the I could do that. I can be the change I want to see in the world. If there is a trap, it's like under the thing. It's gone. I have 6 stacks of torment.
Drain their anguish.
Oh. Oh, this area is terrible for this. We're gonna do the Umberling. Love the tiny bugged frogs from WoD. Can't dismiss them. I don't even have the world quest done. Oh, there's 2 world quests going on in the same area. That's part of the problem. One of them's a prey world quest and one of them's just a regular. I don't know much about this bugged frog thing. Can't get that. So close. There we go. Very tiny companion pet sized. Oh. So they're hunter pets, but they're just like really little? Oh, that's cute. I like that. I had one pet. Pardon me. I had one pet that was like really small. I forget what it was or like which of my hunters had it. One of them was just like unusually tiny. Okay, so we've unleashed them.
Scurrying rat has stopped to catch its breath. Eviscerate it.
What do I get if I do this? Coffer key shards. I don't think we're gonna need them. We're heading this way. Prey time. Yeah, I've done this one already. Bless you. I send my PF Snapchat every time I see a hunter with double locks since they're so common. It's gonna bug me that I can't remember. Also, I want this rare, but I'm doing Nightmare Prey. I will resist. It's gonna bother me that I can't remember what, which of my pets I was thinking of. It wasn't the frog. It probably wasn't quite that small. It wasn't like companion pet sized. It was something little, though. I don't think it's gonna come to me. Struggling to decide if I want to try Heroic Raid Pugging. I feel like you should try it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't go well, and then you just kind of like leave. I say as somebody not brave enough to do it. Generally speaking, groups that are doing that kind of thing, that are pugging Heroic Raid this early, are usually pretty good and are therefore not necessarily, oh kitty, oh careful honey. They're not that toxic. I feel like a lot of the toxicity is in kind of like the medium range where it's high enough that there's things that can go wrong, but it's not the very top end, because a lot of the people that are toxic enough to cause problems tend to not end up in the top end. Don't get me wrong. Some people are, but I found there's kind of a sweet spot where if you get into hard enough content, people are actually fairly chill. Found that with pugging keys as well. Like, pugging like 10s and 12s would not be as toxic as trying to pug like a 6. Hell hath no fury like somebody with too big of an ego and like a +4. Baby girl, how you doing? You feeling okay? Ouchie. What race hunter do you think looks better? Double capybaras? Volpera would be very cute. Gnome would be very cute. Panda would look cute, yeah. Had a great time pugging most of the time. Yeah. I'm too spoiled by my key group. I can't pug. Oh, hey, another one.
Perhaps it will be.
Well, that's the exact same one that I have, just in a higher tier, so I think that one makes sense. People are arguing about Illyria the Simulacrum sharing or not sharing health. Kicked both and the raid fell apart. That one's so annoying because it's not in the dungeon journal, but there is a buff on them. Unless they like change their mind and hotfix it out. There's literally a buff you can read on both Illyria and the Simulacrum that says that they share health or like copy damage to each other. But it's not in the dungeon journal, so you're gonna get two people that are like fully fervently believing what's going on, just like fighting their brains out. I feel this because I was scraping through my footage trying to find myself mousing over that buff because I couldn't get it out of the dungeon journal. And I was that person in raid being like, listen, I think they share health. They've got a thing. I kicked one for being wrong and the other one for being right, but being a jackwagon about it. Yo, fair. Valid. Hazel, you turned me into a healer main for group content. Reassured me. During Dragonflight, they're just looking for someone who has a vague idea what they're doing as a healer. Tried it out. Haven't looked back. If I had to guess, you're being very modest and you're a much better healer than you're letting on. I have a tendency to attract people that are kind of somewhat anxious, somewhat overthinkers, very worried about letting other people down, and therefore will over-prepare. If you are worried about whether or not you're good enough to do the thing, you're probably not the problem. It's a type I relate a lot to. Raise his hand. Yeah, you just described me. I think we find each other here. You really just clocked all of us. Yeah, when people complain about people in pugs, they're not complaining about you guys. They're really not. I think we've all met the kind of person they're complaining about, and that's a different person living a different kind of life. So I have Lieutenant Blazewing or I have Wing of Acklezon. Let's do Blazewing. I don't know if I've done her or not. I probably have.
Not even the fast
Of course I have.
riders are
Anyway,
immune
we're going to...
corruption
Was that
and
Herondor or
treachery.
Voidstorm? Voidstorm. Hi, kitty. We're the people watching your guides. Yeah. You have done any amount of research. You are ahead of 70% of people. Hi, kitty girl. I'll see myself out. Okay. Voidstorm, huh? I feel like the Voidstorm pre-world quest also sucks in the same way that the Amani one does. Ilian, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Got into a crown, was mainly a guild run. Better, even though it took a few tries. Yeah. I feel like guild runs are the best pug. 9 times out of 10. They're the best pug you can possibly get into, because you've got people that are used to playing with each other. The only time that it's not good is when you run into the occasional guild that is just like rotten. Just like super toxic or like racist or whatever. And that's when you just kind of leave party and quietly hearth out. But most guilds, you're going to have a much better time in the group. Right? Don't brook bickering. I just don't get how people have the energy for it anymore. Like, I get feeling like, oh my gosh, how could they say that? I need to defend myself or whatever. Like, I get the feeling, but oh man. It's 2026. Are we still fighting on the computer? Hello. Going through your raid guides and prep for our first Voidsfire guild run, trying to finish them, watching them at work.
Your target is harvesting power here.
Hopefully gives you a nice little background.
Little guards.
People fighting on computer now more than ever. Yeah. I mean, if you feel like you're not gonna have... If you feel like you can't win anywhere else in life, so some people will naturally feel like they should seek conflict in an area where they feel like they can win. I don't think I've ever felt like I won an online argument. I don't know if you can. Usually when people are that mad, there's no changing minds. The best thing you could do would be to win in the overall majority of the people spectating the argument like it's the Colosseum. And I feel like it's just a losing battle. All for a healthy debate, not during raid time. That's serious business. Someone tried to kick my gnome prot warrior from an LFD dungeon in Bastion in the Shadowlands. And my husband told me. All this time I was oblivious. Yeah, I wonder if it might have been kinder to not know. It's not over it quite yet. Good tank, slow, careful. People hate that. Yeah. Oh. I understand. I remember what it felt like when I got kicked from a puck in Wrath of the Lich King. Because I was in voice with them. I was in voice with a pug group on Vent. And they were like, yo, we gotta kick this healer. And I'm like, wait, they don't mean me, right? And then I was removed from the group and I was like, uh-oh, they meant me. I know
was a long time ago, but I remember. They were, to be fair, completely correct to do that. I was not, at the time, I was a problem. I was not, playing at a degree for that particular piece of content. And it's perhaps my worst nightmare. Yeah. Imagine if I've just spent all these years ever since making sure it'll never happen again by literally becoming the raid guide person.
We simply
Never considered writing a hate comment, such a foreign concept. Yeah, it's just kind of a terrible use of energy. Like, what are you going to accomplish with that? Well, see ya. I did the prey. No, I did a regular world quest, didn't I? No, I did the prey quest. But we're still in the right area for traps, so that's what we're gonna do. My prey's location is still hidden, so clearly I haven't found many of these yet. There we go.
Drain their anguish.
What you're explaining is actually challenging my mind to my own underestimation of myself. Yeah. There's perhaps a little overrepresentation of imposter syndrome. I feel like it's just a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people, and a lot of the people that share some amount of personality traits with me are very rejection sensitive. It's something that tends to overlap with some degree of neurodivergence. It's a common thing with people with ADHD. Really high sensitivity to rejection. You don't like being in trouble. You don't like getting rejected from a group. You don't want to be the problem. So to defend ourselves against that feeling, we will over-prepare and kind of type A it and get really good so that you're not the one being rejected. As a side effect, we occasionally rock at video games. Did I throw a trap at her? I don't think I did.
Drain their anguish.
I'm not somebody that is very good at hang on, I need to drain somebody's anguish. Engaging in direct conflict. So I've just kind of structured my life so that it doesn't really come up very much. I try not to put myself in positions of responsibility because generally, once you are responsible for other people, at some point or another, you're going to have to engage in or at least mediate conflict. I don't like doing that, so I just don't go there. That is in fact me at work, but in my work I can never know it all, which in fact try to, so nothing bad happens. Yeah. I'm getting better over time at just relaxing and allowing myself to not I'm giving myself space to be wrong, basically. And trying to remember that it's not the end of the world, and that, you know, I shouldn't just immediately I should maybe try to sit with the feeling before I just spiral and have a huge breakdown and become useless for the rest of the day. It's a work in progress. I don't know where I chose a career where I'm responsible for literal lives. Sometimes I'm there and I'm like, who let me do this? I bet you're one of those people, and I'm taking a guess here and I might be wrong, but I bet you're one of those people that's actually very useful in a crisis. And actually, like, when the cards are down and things are very stressful, you're good at managing in that situation because you're used to it, because lots of things are stressful. Every once in a while I'm like, I need an adult. I like to think that every brain comes with buffs and debuffs, and some things are going to be easy for us and some things are going to be hard for us. And it doesn't mean you avoid everything that's hard for you, but, you know, you keep working at it. You accept that it's not going to be perfect. And then whenever you get a buff, you just live it. You work it. You squeeze it. Thing that you said about being useless for the rest of the day is so true. Is it worth the price of doing something brave, having it go wrong? Have to calculate every time. I usually, I don't know, sometimes something will put me in a bad enough mood that I have a very hard time functioning for the rest of the day. And usually sleep will fix it. It's like a reboot. So if it's early enough in the day to have a nap, I can just have like a rage nap. And then I'm feeling a little better in the afternoon, but I haven't been doing that lately. Give me a trauma, suddenly become calm, less anxious. I'm trading a shoulder dislocation. Anxious, make it make sense. Being wrong gives an opportunity to make a connection with the person that catches it. Easier in real life, though. Yeah. Streaming's like a weird thing, too, for me, where you're... It's not quite the same... If you treat, like, ideally, every conversation you had on stream would be handled the same way that you would handle a conversation with anybody in real life. And some people are probably magical and manage to do that. But in reality, online, the level of friction to the engagement is different. The way that people kind of approach conversations is different, and the volume is different. So something that, like, would be a really innocuous comment from somebody in real life that you knew, if you get like 30 of them, you'll take it a little bit differently than you would have taken it if it was just one. And you got to kind of, well, you don't have to, but I allow for that. I let myself be pretty crabby because it's gonna happen. Did I reveal my prey? I did. Let's go fight it. This way. I had a bad day over my weekend because I found out something that is to some degree my own fault and also kind of grim about my my shrimps. And I was so excited about them. So annoyed if 50 people said the same thing, even if it was nice at some point. It's like, just, I get it. I get it. I tell myself that anybody that has streamed for a long time is going to end up with some of the same, like, bizarre sensitivities that would be, like, weird in a regular person, but it's just a byproduct of speaking to a lot of people anonymously every day. It just happens. A lot of skellies there. I know what happened. Just the shrimp piece. So, you know how there's one fish in that tank? And she's about the same size as the shrimps. And I was pretty confident that she was not going to bother them. It turns out I have a lot to learn still. And am learning the hard way. Barb discovered that shrimps are delicious. And that if she is persistent enough and she has nothing else to do, she can take one down. It's not easy, but she's got nothing but time. So we may or may not have one shrimp left. I can't realistically get like an emergency tank set up to separate them in time, and it would potentially kill the shrimp anyways, trying to put it in like a fresh tank, and the bigger tank's not ready for her yet. So effectively what happened is I got Barb some very expensive food that she enjoyed very much. She had some nice shrimp dinners at about $6 a shrimp, and I'm kind of bummed out about it because I was very excited about them. I have decided that I really enjoyed keeping shrimp, and I would like to try to do it again. So I'm gonna try and learn, and I think I'm gonna try and set up another tank beyond what I had originally planned so I can keep some shrimp without Barb or any other fish. And I've got some extra equipment coming to kind of help me on that journey because I would like to work on it and get better at it and not buy any more super expensive shrimp dinners for Barbara. How many did she eat? Let's just say that there's probably only one left. Last of her name eaten too well. We're doing to the shrimp ate Barb. Nope. No, other way around. The first one that I saw her eating, I was like, oh, it probably died of natural causes. Just from the stress of being introduced to the tank, and it's not that unusual for any critter really to be opportunistic about, like, the corpse. But then, yeah, then I saw her hunting them. We'll see. Let's see. So we got our Beacon of Hope, so we can get our hero piece from Delves. I should maybe try and do that today, so I have it for raid tonight. That might be good. You had like prawn-sized shrimp. That's what I had imagined. They were about the same size as her. Barb is a female cherry barb. She's a female cherry barb. Good afternoon, Miss Lady. How goes the game? What, Skywise? It's going all right. Yeah, she's Barb the Barbarian. I'm trying not to hold it against her. She's just doing what fish do. She's just enjoying her delicious dinners. She doesn't know that I love them. It's my own fault for thinking they would be chill. They were chill for a couple of days. There was like 3 days or so where everybody was happily coexisting. The shrimps were eating all the algae. Barb was just swimming around with her new friends. And I was like, I've done it. And they have enough hiding spots. Yeah, no, I can't blame her. But it's hard not to. But I won't. But it hurts. I will do better. I will do better next time. Just in case it was the water that stressed them out, I ordered another test kit. I test for pH and like ammonia nitrate. I've got the standard API test kit, but I have not been testing for hardness. So I ordered a kit so I can test for GH and KH, general hardness and carbonate hardness, as well as just a TDS meter in case there are some issues there. I think they should be fine, but I should test my tap water if I want to keep shrimp. One of my guildies named one of them. And I didn't name any of the rest of them, and at this point I'm glad I didn't, because that might have bumped me out further. Let's just assume the one surviving, if she does make it out of here, is the one that he named. But I gotta figure out what size and where I'm gonna put. If I am gonna have just an invert tank just for shrimp and maybe a snail, where do I want to keep that? There's a spot on the bottom of that stand, but it's basically like on the floor. Sorry that happened. I'm sorry it happened too. It was my own fault. I should have known better. I thought I could get away with it. I could not, apparently. Try and live and learn. My item level is 254, 256. I wonder if my holy gear is. Yeah, 254, 255. Somewhere around there. Yep, okay. So I am Captain Coffer Keyshards. So let's go do a bountiful delve. We can do Collegiate Calamity. And I can do it on an 8. I can use my thingy. I can get a hero piece. There's hunters that like shrimp silver lining. You in a different tank with more cover for them, and I thought I had enough cover for them, but apparently I did not. In a different tank with more going on and more cover for them, you probably wouldn't have an issue with a cherry barb and a colony of shrimp. I think it's just her situation and the tank. I thought they would be cool. I thought she would for sure eat the babies if the shrimp had babies. I didn't know she could take down an adult shrimp. They're basically the same size as her. But now I know. Realize my bird feeder, suet, and deer feeder and squirrel feeder, respectively. Yeah. Are the squirrels at least cute? I know they're really annoying when they're robbing feeders, but they're so cute. So I'm going to use. I want a haste flask. Blood Knight? Blood Knight flask? Barbara the Apex Predator. I was a bit worried that we were going to lose her just because of her greed knowing no bounds. She was looking kind of round. I think she ate a bit too much, but she swam it off. It's a non-rating solo player, 246, not too bad. Nah, you're doing great. That's enough real life for me. Need to get that Brutomat next time it's up. 4 hours here before relax time. Making upgrades to my Treetop Inn and Founder's Point. Vaulted ceiling style so I can add a balcony. Nice. Call them the wildlife feeders. There you go. There, I got a flask. I should do food as well. I need to get some Bountiful Royal Roast going. Or Impossible Royal Roast, because I want Inksy to be a pescatarian like me. My fake plants died because I did not pretend to water them. Dude, you gotta think like a cactus. All this talk of keeping things alive remind me to water my plants. Will she grow? Nah, she's a couple years old. She's as big as she's gonna get. If anything, I haven't been, I've been kind of expecting her to reach the end of her life at any time. But, you know, she can live as long as she wants. Eventually, I've got a 20-gallon long tank that I've planted, and it's cycling. And whenever that one is ready for fish, I'll have her just hang out with the rest of the community fish I stock it with. She should blend in. And that way she'll have some more room. No shrimps for that tank, though. At least not in the first year. Hearty Impossible Royal Roast. I'm excited for May when it's finally time to put some plants outside and really start gardening properly. Gonna do some tomatoes and peppers. And I am really looking forward to it. Apparently they can live up to 10 years. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, kill invasive things. Have to if they're a problem, like the emerald ash borers. Gotta go. Dad's old house had so many hummingbirds. He had 4 feeders that he was refilling and PQs 2 to 3 times a day. Wow, go Dad. That's some hummingbird dedication. Should I do? Should just do the 8. Eventually, I want to do a 10 so that I can take a try at take a crack at whatchamacallem. Make sure Valir is all sorted here. Hard mode in Neleus. I've done regular Neleus.
The pleasure is mine.
One of my friends, though, said that his melee was hitting them too hard and they were having trouble dying to that, so I feel like if that was killing a Death Knight, maybe I need some more gear before I worry about it.
My eyes on you.
Because I'm a Shadow Priest, I'm squishy. Yeah, I'm playing Shadow right now. I have not really ever gotten into healing delves by myself. I know that you can. I used to do it for Torghast, but I've always done delves as a Shadow. Healing delves, this expansion is so fast with the Valyra tank. Do you like the new delves? I do, actually. I like this one a lot. I really like Grudge Pit. Some of the other ones I still need to make my peace with, and the Amani Crypt one that is like a maze with all the levers can absolutely bite me. I need to remember I've got bombs. But yeah, on the whole, I think they're fun. I wonder if I have an unlimited amount of these. I hope so. Yeah, I did 2 10s in time. I got 2 portals. It's weird to me that we were able to do that in the first week. I feel like things are a bit easier than they were previously. The one with the levers tricks you into thinking you can find shortcuts or something. Yeah, maybe I should try healing delves. It's not really fair for me to say this is faster when I haven't tried healing them. Perhaps I would have a better time of it. Key level 253, 2 set. As high as you can get into, really. That's the item level I was doing 10s at last night.
Gather yourself.
Pugging is a whole nother animal, though. Layer scale's much better in the lower levels, just flatten out later on.
Be bolder.
Jacob, thank you very much for the 56-month race. So appreciate it.
Stay here and recover. My eyes on you.
Meant to mention an add-on called Mute Valyra removes the incessant voice lines. She says them in bubble chat, but you can ignore that. That's funny.
I'll staunch the bleed.
Made it up to tier 10 delve with 220 gear when meant to be 250, so warrior tank. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh no, I missed. Oh dear. I'll bomb the next one. Don't mind me. Yeah. I need to remember, and I'm reminding myself right now. Feel free to remind me later. Midway through this delve, when I've got the middle waypoint, I want to
Your pain, my pleasure. My eyes
use
on
my, what do they call it? Beacon of Hope. I'm gonna learn the new name. I'm gonna use my Beacon of Hope, and then I'm gonna use the map that I get. That's what I'm gonna do. That's why I'm here. Each of those little weeds gives Lyric XP, weirdly enough. Oh, crazy.
Gather yourself.
Flabby used 6 characters to do Bountiful Delves to, like, absolutely muscle his delve journey up to the point where he's getting Myth Crush from it. I couldn't believe it. I thought they wouldn't let you do that. I thought they would cut him off at some point. Nope.
Your life is mine.
Yeah, Beacon of Hope is the Nemesis summon item.
Cross me if I were you.
I won't just call it Shrieking Quartz even if I want to. Oh, he's coming anyway. I didn't even have to use it. I can save it. Nice, okay. That's lucky. I will not use my Beacon of Hope to summon my Nemesis. I don't need to. He's right here. I do need to live, though.
My pets are playful today.
I manifested it. Yeah, you can get Crest from Prey. You can't get Myth Crest from Prey, though, I don't think. But he ground out, like, all of his champion crests in Prey, I'm pretty sure.
My eyes on you.
It's funny that he just, like, chills and waits for you to fight, like, his little spiny guys. Okay, I will loot that thing. Done with the ER, finished my last shift at midnight last night. Congratulations. On to trauma surgery, which I might dread even more, but after that month, on to LGBTQ plus health, which is more my jam. Nice. That's what you said you wanted to eventually specialize in, right? Okay, we're using that, and then I'm using my map. I'm using it. Lovely. I like this stuff. Yeah, this one's fun. Does that work? No.
Your life is mine.
Like the fact that the Fallen King does seem to be weakened. I could have sworn that this is the 3rd time that we fought him, but it's only the 2nd. I think I was mixing him up with the other ethereal guy that we kept fighting.
Now strike.
Missed the music when Underpin would
Stay
spawn in
here and
delves.
recover.
Yeah, I liked that. You couldn't miss what was going on. My doctor and eye doctor are both K2. So much easier to chat with them about things. Nice. Primary care practice, full spectrum. Health, HIV medicine. Nice, yeah.
I'll take that.
Salbar fun fight. Got my pug to get its treason. Then Chivo on the first try.
Take strength from this.
It's treason. Defeat Salbar after everyone slash kneels to him before the battle starts. And the Void Spire on normal or heroic. Oh, that's high. That's cute. That's easy. Outland near Area 52. Is he in one of the TBC dungeons, or is that I'm thinking of somebody else? I'm thinking of a different prince. A few Geebers were still kneeling when the fight started, so they got one shot. Oh, this guy slayed somebody. He's got the stump spreader. Oh no, I don't like that title at all. Almost got 4-piece. Nice. No, I haven't done the races in the housing area. I need to do it for the weekly. What does that even mean? It's evocative. Or provocative.
Your life is
Or both.
mine.
Ah, yeah, this is
Gather
just an 8.
yourself.
Gets the people going. Exactly.
Stay here and recover. Don't waste this.
Thanks, Internet. Thank you very much for the
I'll
brand new
start
sub.
the bleeding.
Appreciate it.
Your pain
Hi, Morgwin. How you
my
doing?
pleasure.
Happy 36 months? 3 years. These Nemesis packs have so much health. I feel like I can't decide if they're worth it or not. I don't even remember what you get out of Nemesis chests. I don't know.
I'll take that.
Alright, Valier said we're fighting it, so we're fighting it. Also from Vancouver Island, very new to WoW. Hi. Videos have helped me a ton, so thanks. I'm glad to have you here. Welcome, fellow islander. I was watching a aquarium YouTube video, and the YouTuber mentioned adopting someone's fish when they moved to the island, and I'm like, wait, which island? And then they mentioned April's Aquariums, and I was like, oh, they're in Vancouver, and it's always like fun when someone online turns out to be from kind of your neck of the woods-ish. There's dozens of us.
Stay here and recover.
Do I count? Of course you do. This one?
I'll staunch the bleeding.
This way? No idea you were on the island, saw that in your About Me small world. Yeet. Last time I was back home was 1999. That was only a few minutes ago. I kind of
Your
remember
life is
1999.
mine.
Live in the middle of nowhere, can't say I have that experience much. Yeah.
Be bolder. Veil ward you.
Sometimes I wonder if, in the small world that it is, if you ever crossed paths with my parents. We'll never find out, because I can't say what they do or did or whatever, but, like, it's not outside of the
I'll
realm of
take that.
possibility. You might have. Okay. Oh, I gotta kill a hydrangea.
I'll staunch the bleeding.
Next is part of the storyline quest and content. Oh yeah, for Salad Bar. I hope I get a really good slot hero item. I feel like that's asking too much. I think I've been quite lucky with gearing. I think it's asking too much to hope that I get like a super sick hero. You know, like a chest or whatever. So that I can catalyze that whenever we get our next charge. Probably a bit greedy. A ring
Your life is
with
mine.
great stats. Like a Versa crit ring or even a Versa Mastery. We kind of split the difference between my two specs. Be good for keys. Perhaps I should do something about these. Nope, not that. Got a hero weapon in my hunter. Oh, nice.
Your pain.
I personally do not want to see a weapon because I just crafted a weapon.
From this.
I don't want to see another weapon for the rest of this expansion because I'm using this one. Once I get my myth crest together, I'm going to upgrade it. When I do mine, hoping for a chest or a ring to replace my adventure track. Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
I'll staunch the bleeding. Not quick enough. I'll be more helpful now.
I replaced my last adventure piece last week in Raid. It was like a pair of bracers. Okay. Crests and some boots. Also, any extra blue or epics are nice because I can DE them. Nemesis box had one of those thingies in it. Another piece of decor. Delver's Discovery. Alright. Bountiful Coffer for my champion piece. Boots. Great Mastery. Good Holy Boots. And... oh, Hero Drum. Oh, that's actually not bad. I was debating whether I wanted that or not. Drum is actually a decent trinket, and to get a Hero Track one... let me see. Shadow Priest trinkets. I know Holy might be able to use it, but my Holy trinkets are pretty good. I have a champion. Oh gosh, I hate figuring out trinkets and upgrades. Where's questionably epic here? I have a champion track whistle, and I have a veteran track Alseer, which is pretty good. Drum and hero, and no, it's not as good as my other trinkets for Holy. Is it good for Shadow? Drum? No, not really. Darn it. Okay. I'll hold on to it because I feel like maybe I'm misunderstanding something, but... well, let's get out of here. Haven't been on to check my vault, hoping for a trinket. Nice. Remind you next season that you don't want another weapon until next X-Pack. But won't I just be upgrading my crafted weapon through the whole expansion? I think that every season I can just literally get new crests and recraft it. I think that's the plan. Yeah, it's good for upgrades. That's true, actually. That's, I think, a second... oh my god, I've got so much garbage in my bags. I think that's my second hero track trinket? Or champion or something? Yeah, no, it's my second hero track trinket, so now I can at least upgrade these guys. Hopefully for free. Save some crests. That's a good point, Sarah.
This world is vast and
Yeah, we can
wondrous.
choose this guy now. Almost all the way, anyway. And then when I put on my Holy Priest stuff, I can also juice my Champion's Whistle for just gold. Nice, okay.
If needed, I will answer the call.
Veteran Champion, my rings are an awkward shape. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in my bank. I don't want to mess up. Yeah, you never throw away trinkets. You never know. They usually just stock up in my bags over the course of the expansion, or my bank, and then I'll DE them all at the very end. Yeah, I love the removal of Valor Stones. I am so happy to just smoke some upgrades for gold. It's not that much gold. It's less expensive than repairs even. Okay. Current equipment. So, show me trinkets. So I have a Vessel of Souls. Crucible we're not using. Refueling Orb. Drum. Keepsake. Not using any of those. Okay, we can get rid of those. Anguish Agitator. I have so many trinkets. I don't know. Just keep them, I guess. I can disenchant. That's a weapon. This is Soulbound and Adventure. We can DE that. I can put my Warbound gear into the bank. I've got that. I have this to save for later. That's nice.
May my goods serve you well.
Okay, so boots wise, I've got champion, Haste Mastery boots. I'm wearing Crit Versa boots. I've got Crit Mastery boots. Crit Versa's fine, actually. I don't think I need Crit Mastery when I've got Crit Versa. I think I can DE these. There's too many boots for any one person. Get rid of this. Don't need these veteran bracers. Or gloves. Because we upgraded that. My rings, I don't really know what to do. Let me see. I've got... Okay, I have 4 rings. One of them is veteran, and I feel like we can get rid of that one. For Shadow, I want to prioritize haste. This Prey Seeker's ring is a direct upgrade. Okay, so let's just replace that. And I'm going to DE the veteran one so I don't get confused about it. We can upgrade the champion one, maybe. At least to 2 because we've got the veteran one to 6. And then... my holy rings. Are those all my rings? Yeah. My holy rings. Hang on. Equip. Save. Equip. Save. Because I got rid of some stuff. 2 champion rings. Crit haste. Haste versa. So crit versa would be an improvement. They all have sockets. It's more of an improvement on the Prey Seeker's ring. So that now becomes my Holy Priest ring. Woof. Yeah, we gotta turn this in. There's a lot going on. Been mega enjoying stream, kind of wondering how come my internet's so stable. Turns out I've been using phone data. No. Oh no. Is there something you can do in your phone setting to prevent specific apps from using data? Because I feel like that would be a good idea for Twitch. Spendy. Spendy. I guess I'm glad you've been enjoying it.
Have you anything new to research?
I feel like, yeah, we gotta sell our junk. Lots of stuff. Okay.
Keep an eye out for anything interesting.
Oh, I should get... Let's get another Versatile Garnet. I've been kind of trying to like have things enchanted and gemmed, but also things are so expensive that until they're hero track, I'm kind of using some cheaper stuff. I wonder why this is taking so long. I'm using sort of budget gems, budget enchants for anything kind of champion track and lower. Because otherwise it's just so much gold that you're just gonna chuck away in a week anyway. Other color of the Mog I'm using for the Big Dig event? Yeah, I have that set up for my Delving Mog. I'll put Darkman Hunt effect on my weapon. Saw the price note right out. Yeah. Or on my POW3. Auction house? Oh my gosh. Caps lock. Why? Anyway. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Because this gem is like 8,000 gold. This gem is like 1,000 gold. This gem's like 400 gold. Wow. My cheapness knows no bounds. I have a... Make sure... Yeah, I've got a primary stat gem on somewhere. That's good. And then Nature's Wrath, I think, is crit. Am I in my holy gear? Yeah, I'm in my holy gear. I'm really trying to keep separate... This must be budget crit. Yeah. I'm trying to keep separate gear sets and separate enchants for Holy and Shadow, and it's driving me kind of nuts. But we're doing it. Perfect. Okay. You got ring enchants at least. I got spendy enchants for my helm and my pants and my weapon because I know I'm keeping those. So we invested there. I have nothing on my chest piece. I'm way too cheap. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. I need to upgrade that shadow belt because I have a fully upgraded holy belt. Having different character for each spec feels better in my brain. Yeah, I don't blame you.
There is much to be done.
So if it's part of a set and it's a free upgrade, like this, I should send it. Yep. Those are veteran. We can disenchant them. That ring, I think I decided I don't want for either spec.
Stay vigilant.
That Prey Seeker's ring. Because it's not... If I put on my Shadow Priest gear... Oh, no, it is part of my Shadow set. Never mind. Okay, so I need a shadow gem and a shadow enchant. Oh my god. Shadow Priest. There's a page in this in the Wowhead guide, I swear. I'm looking at it. I'm looking right at it. Consumes. A quick garnet. Maybe. I haven't really been varying my gem colors because I'm tired. Crit haste? Mastery, crit haste. Peridot. Masterful Peridot. Got hero hands? Nice. I got a hero helm. Yeah, I'll get a cheap one of those. And then our ring enchant is going to be a haste enchant. But there might be a cheaper one than Silvermoon Alacrity. At least if I have a gem in the ring, I'll know that I'm using it. Aside from it just being part of my equipment set. Okay, so I'm an enchanter, so I can... Oh, you know what I do sometimes, actually? Is I will go... If I'm looking for the budget enchants and I can't remember the name of them, in just default Auction House UI, I will go Enhancements, Finger, Current Expansion Only, and that gives you the list of all of them. And then I can sort by price, and I can figure... And then I can just look through what they do. So if I'm looking for cheap haste, it looks like that's Thalassian haste. So I could get a gold Thalassian haste. And it looks like anything... You're looking at much more expensive. So that's my cheapo Shadow Finger enchant. And I can... That ring is part of 2 sets, unfortunately. Because it's good crit and good haste. So I'll keep my holy enchant on that one anyway. Hero complex, but no good gear. Seen the new Sunwalker Mongs that might come from Trader's Tender? No, I don't think so. Are they super cool? Might make a cow paladin just for the pretty clothes. That's how neat they look. I love the phrase a cow paladin. Straight to the point. You know exactly what you're talking about. It's a paladin and also like moo. Okay, I did my delve. I did some nightmare prey. I have more delves that I can do to use up my keys. I also kind of want to take a look at the prey and see if there's more that I can do to kind of flesh out my achievement, to be honest, because I know I'll get more delves done this week, but I don't need to do them for tonight because I got my hero piece already. Tries those lashers from the wild notes friendly to all but the druid that summoned them. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's super good. Shin's alive. Thank you very much for the gift subs. Not just druid. Usually it's a druid. Always summoning lashers. Okay. Let me look at this list of names. Praying for Midnight. Magister Sunbreaker, Senior Tinker Oswald, Phase Blade Talasha, Jozolo, Theldrin, Vilena, Luxia, Zadu. Oswald. Done. Let's start with that. I just want to cherry pick the ones that I haven't done yet for my achievement.
Small in stature, yet great in power. Do not
Weird having 201 Adventure Vet Champion and Hero. Like all on the same character? Plus doing extra hunts will help me with the rest of the achievement too. Am I in my shadow gear? I am. Good. Yeah, 256 now. Average 257. We're cooking. I have to decide what I'm doing next on YouTube, because I had thoughts about doing dungeon boss guides, and I'm really going back and forth on it, because at this point it's already a bit late. They're not done yet, and it would only be bosses. It doesn't talk about like pulls or packs or anything like that, because I don't have that kind of info. So I'm feeling like maybe I should just cut my losses on that and pick something else. I still haven't done a house tour of the streaming room yet, and I've been meaning to do that for weeks. Weeks and weeks. I think it's new Texon happened last night during the campaign in Bellameth. Nice. Good morning, how go Prandelves? Good morning, Dougie. They're going good. I was all ready to use my beacon to summon Neleus in my delve so I could get my hero piece in my map. And right when I was talking about doing it, he just showed up by himself. He was He heard his name, his ears felt itchy or something. Top 5 best looking midnight cooking food.
We love the outdoors, just not
We'll watch
inside
Mythic
our
Dungeon Guides.
strongholds. Clean out these
Yeah.
pests,
If I
won't you?
can get over my need to complete things, I could do one of them, see how it performs, and decide then if it's worth it for me to do more of them.
Savor
But I would need to
and let the artifact
agree to
consume their fear.
potentially have an incomplete set of dungeon guides out, which is kind of annoying. Not a bad idea. Best looking midnight cooking food. Do them just for me. Felt a disturbance in the force. It's like it's time to punt a gnome.
Such wonderful terror.
So I am doing just a hard prey. So I have, and this one, if we see any rares or whatever, we can probably just do them. I try not to do, although if you're AFK, usually if there's somebody on it, I'll try not to do it, but, oh, there we go. Here's my ambush. I love ambushes on the lower difficulties because they just immediately fall back with a trap. I haven't looked at the Prey vendor recently to see if I can afford anything super nice with all my remnants. I feel like I gotta be close. He went this way. There he is. I haven't done my campaign quests. Yeah, hand cannon being fixed must have been posted recently. Boo. Sad. No more hand cannon? I mean, you can hand cannon, but the critters don't count for your Nightmare Prey affix anymore. I tried it earlier today. I'm amazed I didn't die. I took the dot twice. And the second time was so shortly after the first time I didn't have any defenses left over. Hand cannon is the critter hand cannon toy. It used to be usable to cheese Nightmare Prey. Not all of it, but like whenever Astalor yells at you to kill something, if there was nothing in range for you to kill, you could summon critters with the critter hand cannon toy and then kill one of those and that would count. And critters will still count, but the ones that you summon from the hand cannon no longer do. So you don't, I can take it off my bar now. It was great for a week. It was good tech for a hot minute. I'm sure they didn't want people to feel like they had to go back and find a Legion quest to get this trinket or this toy if they didn't have it already. But yeah, fun detected. Why nerf something fun? They don't want new people to feel like they have to go hunt down an obscure piece of content in order to be optimal. If it becomes the way that everybody handles the thing, and it feels like you have to have it, then you're like, okay, well, wait, I have to go do what quest from what, from how, and then people are like just getting lost. Whether or not they should nerf those kinds of things is open for discussion. I don't think it's like an open and shut answer, but I feel like that's got to be the rationale. But yeah, regular critters still work. If you find a critter in the zone, that totally counts. That's usually what I try to do if I can find any. I should send a few extra to my because I feel like I'm overcapped on them here, and I feel like my hunter has a hard time capping.
Oh, how close they are now. Can you taste their fear? I can. And it is exquisite.
Click on the red balls. Yeah, you can. It gives you a little bit of progress. It gives you a little bit of currency. have collected some mounts. I have a couple of the easy ones. I haven't really sat down and gone through all of the available ones yet. I may still be missing some easy ones. I got the Moth from Herondar. I got the... What is it? It's like the Spore Bat, the yellow one. From looting the stuff along the river. I got that. Apparently the fishing netherwing's a crazy grind. I heard that. Maybe I should do it. I got like the Amani Bear treasure. Because I did the treasure achievements for the zone, so a couple of the mounts came up that way.
Metal is no match for magic.
Oh, it gives you a time on your prey too. That's nice. Oh, a mount available? Say less. Wait, no, I can't afford it. No. Do I have enough on another character? I have a couple. Okay, I need more goop. I have insufficient goop. Sunbreaker, Talasha, Jizolo, Theldrin, Nalarak, Luxia, Vilena. Oh, need this one.
This creature can be rather temperamental.
I want the Necker Raven, but the farming that essence is such a pain. Yeah, I have like 6 of them that I picked up and I just stuck them in my warbank. Later me problem. Did not do the hard mode delve yet. I think it's gonna, because I'm a Shadow Priest, I think it's gonna punch me really hard. I'd like to try it when I have more gear. And I'm also just kind of lazy. I did the first difficulty. It did basically nothing. Cauldron Treasure in here and here. Steady Flight, Inky Black. Yeah, Steady Flight for sure. I didn't try Inky Black. I did have better success just having a lot of distance from them. Flying super high above the river kind of made the purple highlights jump out. It didn't take too long. I thought that one would be way worse than it was. Oh, guy. He went that way. I appreciate that these things will wait for you for a while because I don't like, sometimes I'm busy. I can't get to it just yet. It's like, hold on a minute. I don't want to lose track of where I was. I'm going to forget the moment I leave. Doing that for my achievement. Go restock on traps. I sent a bunch to my hunter. I'm looking forward to doing a hunter prey and hunter delves this week. I'll do that on stream. Maybe tomorrow or Friday. I may not be doing 6 characters through delves each week, but I'm going to try and do 2, which is 12 bountifuls a week, which is quite a bit of delving, I think. I'm gonna make a crack at it. I'm gonna try to get through my delver's journey before it's like the end of the season. Perfect. New trap. This is not a nightmare delve. I'm just doing this one for achievement progress because it's for a specific named mob that I need that I haven't done yet. For gotta hunt them all. Why did I pull that? That wasn't smart of me. It's a goofy move. Nightmare Prey, easy way to gear up. Yeah. It maybe it feels less good on different classes. My only ult and the one I'm gearing is BM Hunter. And Nightmare Prey feels great on that. Highly pleased. Common question asked in WoW. I am a big offender for butt pulling in dungeons. I do not always look at my surroundings. I tend to play in ranged. I have been known to occasionally wander into packs. At which point there's nothing for me to do but confess to my tank and attempt to survive whatever mess I've created.
Oh, I won't let you be
Oops.
killed that quickly.
I'm just helping us get extra enemy forces. Wow, so helpful. Nightmare feels great on locks too. Any pet class? My hunter has so many ways to stop the fixate. And also I feel like has really good like quick burst for killing something for the kill for me thing. My priest, if she doesn't have any cooldowns up, and she has to fight like an actual mob and not just a critter, I feel like struggles with that a little bit. I have to hope I had like a void torrent ready. Oh.
Subtlety isn't your strength, is it?
My armor's tummy thick. I'm actually feeling really good now about Holy Priest healing in dungeons. It's actually so fun. I watched Jack's video, and now that I'm healing harder content, I'm not bored anymore. When I was doing my zeros, I was pretty bored. We did a 2 and then a 5, and those were pretty boring. We did an 8, and it was kind of boring, and then we did 10s, and I'm like, yeah, now we're cooking. Now there's something for me to do. I'm spoiled because my friends do mechanics really well, so it's very rare that I have to heal something other than just, like, unavoidable damage.
Do not get caught so quickly.
I was not
intend to
caught.
savor
You
this.
have lied. I take umbrance to this. Switched from Void Weaver to Archon for Shadow. Wasn't enjoying it as much. Missed Mindflay. Pretty sure the damage is, like, the same. How aggressive is Mythic Plus tuning? It seems a little easy. We were timing 10s on night 1, which has never happened for us. It seems like it's a bit easier for the key level than it used to be. Sometimes they don't run away to a place. Like, I'll watch for the thing, and sometimes they just don't do it.
One misstep was
Anyway.
all it took. Make them regret giving up their pathetic holdout.
Oh, am I, like, right there? Oh, I'm right there. That's nice. How's Mythic Plus and Shadow Priest? Haven't done it. I've only been healing. I've been doing Shadow for Delves and Prey. And then Holy for Raiden keys. Did a +8. Only missed the timer by like a minute. Like 10 times. Yeah. Pretty forgiving timers for now. We were pretty close to not timing. We did a Pittisar on 10. And we struggled a bit to get enough trash percentage. We had to go back and like wander around for a while. But we were pretty close to the timer on that one. We did not have as much overhead as we had on the other 10 we did was the Nexus Point Zenith.
Oh, how they rage. What fun.
+2 is a 230 for a Holy Priest. Back to work. Nice. Yeah, I switched from... I was playing Oracle Holy in Dungeons, but I switched to Archon. It was recommended. It feels a bit weird, but I'm doing it. Getting it together. A couple of pieces of veteran gear to disenchant. I'll take a crystal. Alright, let me remind myself who we're missing still. Sobercat, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Sunbreaker, Talasha, Jozolo, Theldrin, Luxia, and Vilena. Theldrin. Right? Yep, we need to do that one.
What an apt name. They
Satisfying.
have survived a long time adrift. Harness their tenacity.
Void Weaver is performing better at first. I have raid tonight. I need to remember that. Herondar. Oh, I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to smoke through it way faster than last week. I think people got quite geared. Symbiosis, thank you very much for the gift subs. I believe today is the last day for that. If any of you are thinking about Fishmonger May, I am on stream for another 20 or so minutes today. This is what she looks like. This is the gift to subs, where I've heard people have success buying one for themselves and then gifting one. For your little girl May here. She's pretty cute. She's actually pet-sized. I have some pets that are bigger than me, but not this one. Heroic raid bosses last week felt like they had so much health. Guess it was because of how under-geared we are. We kept hitting and rage in the first boss of Void Spire. Yeah, we had that problem too. And then we got to the second boss and it was not happening. There was no way. Wait, did they nerf how big Kai was? Did they nerf him? Hang on. Where's my tickles? A little bit. They nerfed him a little bit. I think he used to be much bigger than me, and now he's basically gnome-sized. He's still got his tickle fingers, though. Spent like 30k gold crafting my own heroic staff. Feel so powerful now. Nice. Yeah, I got a staff too. I'm saving up my crest, my myth crest for it. I don't know how I'm gonna... I guess keys. I just gotta do keys. Floto Moroso, thanks for giving out gift sub. The Fishmonger May pet, which looks like this. We're just about at the end of this. It's the support a streamer promotion, so this is for the gift sub thing. I did do some Mythic Plus. It does feel easier. Although the nice thing about Mythic Plus is that if it's too easy, you can literally just do a higher key, and there will be a point at which it's not easy anymore. But it seems like things like portals are much more accessible than they were. The fact that we were getting them week 1 was kind of like night 1, first try 10s was kind of crazy. That never usually happens for us. Not when we're not even fully like enchanted and whatever. Because people are... I'm not the only one that has not been springing for enchants with how expensive they are. And, you know, we're still getting tier set bonuses. People are still looking for trinkets. It's unusual that we're timing 10s already. Ah! Boots! Doing a bat chop at this. There we go. Wasn't expecting the 10s to be so easy, considering our guild was hitting the DPS and rage and hard raid. Yeah. Yeah, I think last season we never got around to doing the 3k mount, and I think this season we might get it just pretty easily. This is such a fun time in the season where people are like doing a ton of keys and getting geared for raid, and all of the gear feels like it matters because you're still pushing keys and you're still progressing raid. I feel like as long as raid progression in Heroic is alive for us, it's super exciting to get every upgrade because you're like, oh yeah, we need this. My group needs me to get this. Yeah, sometimes he does that, and sometimes I feel like they don't. Nishalan, thank you very much for giving out a gift sub. What is different for Holy Priest? You're gonna notice a few more holes in your bar if you're used to playing old-fashioned Holy Priest. The current recommended spec ties your Sanctify bonus into your Serenity, so you now have kind of one heal that is both your juicy single target heal, but it also does AoE. And you're kind of farming and managing Surge of Light procs to spend on things like Prayer of Healing. Jack has some video content out on it that's quite good, as well as the Wowhead guide. That's what I've been using. I kind of bizarrely miss Symbol of Hope. I feel like it was like a fidget for me. Like I would get through a tough pull and I'd and I would just Symbol of Hope, just to kind of regen some mana and like restore everybody's defensives and stuff, and it doesn't really happen that way anymore, because I don't have it, it's gone. Any place to go to see WoW promotions active upcoming? I wish there was like a hub, I don't know. I keep track of them via Wowhead and then Blizzard's own blog posts, but they don't, I don't think they currently have like a, it would be nice if there was some kind of like a calendar or just like a list of being like, this is active, this is ending soon, this is upcoming, like, I don't know, Animal Crossing bug list or something. It does get overwhelming. It used to be not such a big deal when they just did like one a couple times a year, but now they seem to just roll them. We have another Twitch drop starting, just a drop, not a sub thing, but there's a Twitch drop starting as soon as this Twitch drop ends. They're rolling another one. Todayinwow.com? There you go. Let me have a look at it. Todayinwow.com. I've never heard of this one, but I trust Haley. World quests, promotions, 14! Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and then you can see how long they have left. Faction plushies, Pinterest code, IGN, Transmog backpack, limited supply. Yeah, stuff I've never even heard of. IGN Transmog backpack? Good lord. That backpack was gone in a half an hour. Oh. I feel like I have, and this is really rich of me as somebody that directly profits from the supporter streamer, but I have a little bit of promotion fatigue. At a certain point, especially when they're like brand tie-ins, I just don't care anymore. Twitch drops I do. I've been doing the Discord quests. I got the Zillow stuff. I didn't do the Pinterest thing.
From their pathetic existence, we draw the strength to defend our city. Quite poetic, isn't it?
At the gym now, they have kitty yoga with adoptable kitties. Currently watching seniors play pickleball while I run. Nice. Oh my god, that would be so dangerous for me. Okay, I'm pretty sure the rest of these are things that I have done before already. I need 5 more specifics. I could try to proc them with a random hunt, but it looks like none of them are these ones, so that's something. I did my 3 nightmares. I've done at least more than 4 prays. My pray journey looks like this. We're at 5. So I can buy the mount. I just need, actually, maybe that's what I want to do is I want to farm this currency. You don't get this very fast, do you? I need Remnants of Anguish. Do you get more of them from doing harder prays or what? What if I do this Nightmare Pray? What are you going to give me? You can choose Remnants of Anguish as a reward for... Yeah, let's just do this for Chris. You can choose them as a reward for random hunts, but they also cost the stuff to begin with, so you're only got plus 25 for each random hunt you do. Oh, I don't know. Is there a way to grind that? Aside from just doing hunts, I guess. Herondar, I need to go take the portal. I want my mount! I want my Manowar mount. They're so cool. Hero crest, pretty clutch. Yeah, it's nice. I'm with you there. Sober Cat, thanks for the gift sub. Drops are enabled this stream. They are always enabled on my channel, so whenever there's a WoW Twitch drop, you can earn it here. Let's do this one. Love the mounts, riding on my red panda with a cup of tea. Tea mounts, oh yeah. I skipped those ones. Oh, there's a rare. Am I brave enough? I always said don't do rares in Nightmare Prey, but like, what if I did it? What if it was fine? What if I made it? What if I didn't take my own advice? I'm not too worried about the fixate. I'm not too worried about the kill for me. I think it's the ambush that would be most dangerous, but there's other people. Oh. There's other people around that I feel like can take. Yeah, so there's the ambush. But I...
Kill for me.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Okay. She's fallen back. I want to kill Potatoed. Perfect. Okay. Alright, that's a lot of stuff going on. I didn't see if the ambush ran away somewhere. Sometimes they don't. Oh, they did. It's right there. Perfect. Doing that for progress. Let's see. Okay. Believe in myself. Fix it feels weird because of my feral roots. My interrupt charges at it. Oh, that would scare me. I feel like my intestines would be in my esophagus. Well,
Do not end them yet. Savor the hunt and let the artifact consume their fear.
kind of hoping hero talents don't stay evergreen. Wondering what what is beyond Apex's talents.
No!
Don't really like him. So far in Midnight, feel like class changes have affected my enjoyment of hero talents a lot. I'm kind of in a weird place about that. I feel that, and I think that it's hard because every time that there's a new expansion, there's new levels. They're naturally going to want to have you unlock something new combat-wise. Some new talent, usually. And sometimes they can get away with just redoing the talent tree. And then for Dragonflight or whatever, they did like hero talents. And now we have like Apexis talents. Maybe the War Within was hero talents. I don't know. But like, it's one of those things that if you're going to do it every expansion and you're going to keep them all every time, it's going to necessitate pruning sooner or later because they're just stacking on each other. I don't feel like I need a new talent every expansion because I feel like they redesign my class every expansion anyway. But I do think it would be a problem for a lot of people if there was if you were leveling and you weren't unlocking any new abilities or something. It's like just an awkward space. Hey Hazel, hi Ghost Bomb, how you doing? Yeah, for Shadow they redesigned it every other patch, right? And at a certain point, if you've done a good job with the class design, maybe it doesn't need more talents. Maybe those aren't a benefit to it. As long as we never go back to the mop system, I'll be happy. Remember Cataclysm when it was literally just 3 options and you just selected one of 3 on every tier? They went super simple at one point. They could just make new specs in existing classes. That might have been mop. There it goes. So I want this one, and I want this one, and I want that one, and then I want that one, and then I want the one behind me. I need lots of these remnants. I want my mount. I'm greedy. Mr. Rick, thank you very much for the gift sub. Appreciate it. How far are you planning on going? Can I kill this thing in time? Sure. I think basically what I'm doing now, I have no plans to raid or do keys. So doing Nightmare Prey and 8 delves, I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm satisfied. I don't feel a need to play it in group content. I feel like I'm always just a brief brain cell away from getting distracted and dying in Nightmare Prey. Are you doing that one? Yeah, you're doing that one. Okay. We can do the quest. No plans to raid or do dungeons on the Hunter. Not part of the vision. Delves and Prey feel like they're good enough. Whoa! Oh. Yeah. My priest is raiding and doing keys. If I get bored, I might think of another class to play. And for keys and raid for an alt, it's not unusual for my friends to have one and to do like alt runs and stuff. The question would be, do I want to heal or do damage? Because I definitely don't want to tank. I often struggle to be motivated to play an alt healer because in my brain, like, I would just play my main healer. Like, why would I... And I get why, but like... There's always going to be part of me that's like, I should just do this on the character that has gear that I'm good at. First time ever since vanilla, I'm interested in professions, having fun. Oh, nice!
Wonderful
Which
terror.
professions are you doing? I have alchemy and
strive
enchanting, but
this
I haven't done a
one
lot with them yet, just a little bit.
Slaughter them.
A lot of fun. Nice. Alt runs are to help people in the guild who don't push hard content, making them not feel as behind. Mm. Oh, all of them! Wow! Nice. Yeah, no, you need a lot of vitality if you want epic profession gear. It's kind of a slog. I thought maybe they were gonna tune it or adjust it, but the longer they go without doing it, the less likely they are to mess with it, because some people will have grounded out already. If it's at least mathematically possible to, anyway. Done shard-wise. Bless being a gnome.
Elemental, arcane, I cannot whence the anguish flows.
So 5 hero crest, 10 champion crest. It is nice, crest-wise. And then just golden marl. It's not a great source of the red stuff. That you get more while doing the dull or the prey. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to think about if I want an alt that's for instanced content. I don't know. Maybe. Wow, 2k gold. That is nice. I'm rich. I'm actually growing back a bunch of the gold that I spent enchanting my gear. Just trying to be self-sufficient profession-wise? Yeah. I've heard that can be super fun. Uh, 1,000 prey track first few hunts, 1 character account wide. Prey track is account wide. Weekly. I've heard that if you are behind rank 4, it'll continue giving it to you past 4 to help you catch up to unlock Nightmare Prey. But your prey track unlocks are also account wide. Your prey track is entirely account wide. So I'm up to 1830. Man, maybe I'll grind that out tomorrow. I don't know. I want more. I want the mount. It's cool. It's nice. It's cute. I need it. I want to ride this thing around. Look at that. At rank 10, you get like a fancy one with a helmet on it, but like, yeah, gotta save up. And to stream voice. Yep. Yeah, it is time for me to go. I would like to thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate the company. I'll be back tomorrow. This is only my first stream of the week, so you get 4 more of these in a row after this. We start at the same time every day, so 9 in the morning Pacific until noon. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.